Back in Old Hearth, in the old weird. This is a. I realised I was talking to the other guys about this. This is the 3-episode potential fight, as we're still in initiative. It's long. Good job. So, oh no, let me not switch music yet before I get confused. To remind you where we are, and remind me where I am. You have been on the big heist to rid Redvant of the elves who have some link with the Death Bloom. They are supporters. They are Make Death Bloom Great Again crew. You set up the plan to go to the Death Run, where commoners were being sent against mutated displacer beasts to run for their life, to prove that the Death Bloom was benevolent and gave people a second chance at being having a good life, having a clean life. You Otto and Von posed as guards and got in with Sylvanas. The rest of you separated out around the crowd. You had not Sylvanas. You had the Scout Symphony. You had the Kobold Brothers in the crowd, getting them hyped to start a riot. There was skywriting to kick off a revolution. There was murdering of Death Bloom. There was Shadow Riders dropping in from the sky. There was murdering. Sylvanas was killed. You fled. You turned around. You came back as eagles, let's not forget. Helped the Shadow Rider finish off the last of the guards that were there and grab Sylvanas' body as you then flew down to the old bridge, the military encampment, if we call it that, in the south of Redvant to try and find Bo the Druid and rid whatever was left in here. But we are still all within that same night. So over 3 sessions, we have had the death run, had the fight, had the flying, had the first fight last week here as the guards that are in the old bridge area have been slain. We finished last session with Shadow Rider, who was doing a full R-turn, just getting the last kill on everybody. It was quite glorious for me, as he had slain the last of the guards that were remaining in the camp, as Zaga and Von Van started running towards the brick kind of like outhouse prison building where you had intel and spotted yourself the likelihood of where Bo would be placed. So, I think that's everything. That's everything we need for now anyway. There's a lot of other shit going on, but we can get into that. So we will come back straight into initiative still. We finished at the end of a round with the Shadow Rider. So it is back to the top of the round and Zaga. So, big map, you're here. Everybody else, you're about 60 foot off because the rest of the fight is up just off where you can't see. Oh, you're off there. You're just hanging on the edge. But you're up just behind here. The fight all happened up in this area here. The 2 of you ran round, and this is the building you're aiming for. This is very intense. It doesn't need to be so intense. Come on. Calm it down. It's early on Thursday. And you know that this is the area we're going for. You were concentrating on something, Zaga, and we think it was heat metal. Was it heat metal?
Probably.
Okay, because the man's dead, so I don't know if there's anything you can do with that.
It was.
Did he just die? I thought we weren't sure if it does anything or.
No, it doesn't do anything. You can take that off.
Cool. So your heat metal droppers, as you know that the guard has now been slain. The Shadow Rider is with the rest of you guys, and you are. I remind you, initiative is Zaga, Otter, Feywin, Arta, Von Van. So, unless you want to break out, we are still in a time crisis. I was trying to think of a better word. A time crisis, because you've cleared the guards that are here, but you know the other guards are still rushing, are on their way from the north of Redvant to the south of Redvant now. So you want to still try and get in and get out and move as quickly as possible. So up to you whether you want to stick to initiative or you want to break if there's something you guys want to do together. I'll leave that to you. But Zaga, you're up first.
If we're still in initiative, I'll just... assuming there's no guards in there, I'm just going to dash into that room that we think Bo is held in.
Mm-hmm. I will tell you, dash and the door is locked. As you get to the door and try to open it, you wouldn't need to dash, you could just use your standard movement. As you get to the door and go to open, you can see that it's a fairly hefty sized, thick wooden door inside the frame, inside this stone framed building, but the door itself is locked.
Can I pick it?
You can definitely try.
I will do that then. Ooh, let me get the dice out. let's say 15 plus 6, I think, for the lockpicking with Dex and proficiency.
And proficiency.
So
Nice. 21. Nice. As you are there, it will take you your full action to do so as you're going through. And you can see this is an intricate lock in that the shape of the key would be like one of those 3-star prong ones, something that you would not normally have seen. But with a 21, definitely as you work your way through, you get the like on each of the pings, click, 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 and the big bolt locks across, and you can hear the sliding mechanism is released.
Am I able to push the door open as part of unlocking it?
Yeah, you can interact with an object. Well, you still got movement if you wanted to, but you were just there on your own.
Oh yeah, I'll go in the room.
Yeah,
However
nice. So
much I can get in the room.
50, 20,
Do I see
25. What is your movement?
30.
30, so you can just get it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, so you can take one step inside. As you take
Do
one,
I see boat?
you can see what you can see here, a load of cages. At first glance from here, you can just see there are slumped figures in some of the closest cages, and you can hear some noises coming from some of the further back ones. But at first glance, you give me a perception check.
Oh, that always goes well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
5. I
5,
don't know why I did that.
no.
Thingy,
As you look in, you can just see there's a lot. As you kind of push into the door, it feels like this room has been either a 5. Your perception for sight bad, smell. It smells very like mouldy, very musty in here. You can see that there is blood across the floor. You can smell that there is some decay in here, and you can see the slumped form of some humanoid figures. But it's very, very dark in here, and even with like dark vision, you're not able to pinpoint and see. And people they're not stood like models fucking presenting themselves. They are slumped creatures in small cages, so you can't really make out who they are. But you can see that there are bodies in here at least.
Okay, in that case, I will yell back to, I think that's Bon Bon behind me.
Yep.
Hey, we got some funky prisoners in here!
Nice. Otter.
Yep.
You're up next.
Okay, I'll just make my way around to where they are.
What are you doing? So Otter, Faywin, and Arta, you're all stood kind of with Shadow Rider. What are you wanting the Shadow Rider to do? As in, he can stand guard and shout if someone comes, or he can come with. It's up to you.
I'd say stand guard.
He should probably stand guard because he's probably stronger than all of us, and also sounds like he's got a
I did kill literally
sense of justice.
I also killed everybody here, so.
Before I run round, can I cut off Sylvanus' head?
Before you run around, you want to chop off someone's entire head. I suppose
Bon Bon
you
already
would
claim the circlet.
You would only he's
Yeah,
already
I have,
taken
yes.
circuit, yeah. You would, but it will be an action, so you would only you
Yeah.
wouldn't get as far. Okay, cool, yeah.
Well, I'll just get my normal movement, yeah.
Yeah, okay. What's your number one?
30.
Yes, you're only going to hang 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, fucking hell. You're not even going to get close. Yeah, you can chop off the head and you'll be on this smaller camera, top-down camera. You're only going to be on this corner here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Cool. Because, yeah, this is a big old map. But, yeah, you can. As you kind of have the group will break momentary initiative, as Shadow Eyes says that he'll stand watch and get a look out, goes to start climbing up, and as he does, you kind of nod and you're going down to the floor as he's watching you just scything. Or you've got an axe, right?
I just...
Chopping. He's like, okay.
You didn't get a soul, but you got a head.
Yeah. I think you got one soul.
I think I saw this.
Yeah. Nice. Cool. So yeah, you get to the corner there, Faywin.
I'd like to send John up. Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised. I think he's got more movement than me, so I'd send him ahead.
What's he got?
He's got 560 and a speed of 10.
Yeah, he can get up over top of Von.
Yeah, maybe a little poo on the way through. And then
That slows him down.
I'll say to Shadow Rider to shout out if he needs help, because he's gonna now be on his own.
Okay.
Maybe give a signal in the sky, I don't know. And then make my way to where everybody else is heading.
Cool. So you You
And
can
I'll
send
dash.
John anyway, yeah, so you can dash right, so you can get the 60, which is fine. So 5, 10, 15, 20. What's your dash? 60?
God.
Double movement.
Double movement.
Yeah,
Yeah,
60.
Yeah, 60. Cool. So you're just behind Von. Because Von was closest. You'd probably maybe be a little bit further back, but for ease, we'll put you there. Arta? Want to chop off a leg or something? Anything weirder?
No.
Just gonna
So
run?
I think I might just stay kind of where I am, just kind of keeping an eye out.
Stay
'Cause I
between the
suppose
two.
if
Stay between the
Say
two.
again? Yeah, I don't think I need to do anything else at this point. I mean, I'll ready an action to throw my axe
could
if
be on
someone
this-
my axe.
Yeah, that's true. That's quite funny. So you could. So the map itself is huge. So you could get to the corner to be like the middleman if you wanted to be like between.
Yeah.
You could see your team,
work.
and from that corner you'll be able to see the front gate. The front gate is like way off.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that then. But I want to ready an action to
Yeah.
throw my hammer if someone gets within range. An enemy gets within range.
Yeah.
Or someone I perceive as an enemy. Bye bye, bye bye, people prisoners.
Sylvanus's head. That seems like an enemy. Just trying to take it out of Otter's hands. Nice. And then Von, back round to you. So Zaga has opened the door, and you are 20 foot away.
I'm going to head in there as well.
Nice. Fine.
I've warned that it's funky in here, so you may want to hold your breath.
Yeah, 25, 30 gets you into here.
I have 35.
You can go left or go right.
Um,
So all these cage, as you come in as well, the part of the funk is coming out the door now, and as you walk in, they're all doing disco now. You can see all of these cages, single occupant humanoid cages, all of them covered in a bit of grime, so like dirt, and they all smell a little bit mouldy, and there's blood that's trailed on everywhere, and you can see a few forms to your right, a few forms to your left.
Are you in your celestial form? Because that gives off light, doesn't it?
No, I'm not.
You know.
Because I kept going to it and then realised I didn't have any wild shape left. So,
Oh,
no, I'm not. I'll step further in over so I can see the ones over the back.
This way.
Oh, no,
This
like
way.
straight down.
Straight
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Have a look around, see if I can recognise Bo.
Yeah, give me. Yes, you've only used your movement for now. So if you wanted to use your action to dash, you could walk around, which would maybe make the perception check a little bit lower. Because from here, you're just like going to peer down.
Okay, yeah.
and you're
I'll do
holding
that.
your action. It's up to you whether you want to use your action to dash and then lower the DC for a perception check.
Yeah.
Because it's essentially, like I said, these will, as you can see, you're quite close to a few. These are people that are slumped, like they're in a single standing cage, but they're slumped down in a way. Their clothes are torn and tattered. Even if like you were looking for someone that you recognise, you're still going to have to check each person. This is like someone's been almost like dragged through mud, dirt, and dust. So they're not, at first glance, you're not going to be like, oh yeah, there, of course, from 20 feet away, I can recognise Bo. He's going to be like, he's probably going to look pretty fucked up here.
Yeah.
You get the
Alright,
feeling this is a little bit of
I'll
a
do
torture
that then.
chamber. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, if you use your action, you get free movement. So give me a perception check.
That is a dirty 20.
Day 20. Nice. As you pass through the cages, you recognise the guy that is in this first corner down here to be one of the druids that came with you guys. The two over the back you don't recognise, and then the one in this far corner here. As you get close to it, you can see is Bo chained and held at one hand up high, and the rest of his body is like kind of hanging from there. As he as you with the 20, you notice his face, and you can see there is very shallow breath coming from him here. But you can see there is blood coming from where his hand is essentially holding him up. You can see the rest of his body has had some. Looks to be like either lashes or small scratches across him as well.
Can I use my bonus action to do a healing word on Bo?
Yeah.
So that's 7 health he gets back.
7, nice. Nice, but you can see all of these as you're there, and you go to like grab him. You would have to be a healing word because you can't. Yeah, actually, you might be able to stick your hand through the cage and touch him, but all these cages are locked.
Okay, and I'll shout back to Zaga that I found him.
Nice. Up next, it's back on top then, Zaga.
I guess I'll head over to that cage and well, actually, before I go to the cage, I'm going to yell back to the others, "We found him!" And then I'll go over to that cage and attempt to unlock it.
This is really fun. It's a really big room. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You actually can't get to the cage in one move. Was your movement 25 or 30?
30.
Oof. If we get Von to squeeze out of the way, because he had extra movement, then you can.
Yeah,
Move, bitch! Get out the way!
You can get there on the corner. You're like leaning across him, like if you move, this is easier. Nice. Give me a lock picture.
Same roll.
Yep.
For it. That will be a 25.
25. Nice. Easy enough. This one much easier than the front. Just one of the big old bolt padlocks. As you definitely take it off, even quicker than the front door as it opens up and the gate opens. Bo, with a little bit of health popped in him, still is not conscious enough to look up and see what is happening. But you have opened his cage.
We need to unlock the shackle. Is that something I can even reach?
You could. I mean, you could definitely like Mission Impossible, like wiggle yourself up a little bit to reach it.
Come on, give me a boost.
Can I give him a boost?
Or do I need to wait for my next turn?
You'd have to wait. Yeah, it was an action to unlock the thing. So, Otter.
I'll just make my way down to that room as well.
Mm-hmm. Dash.
Yeah.
Your favourite as well, right? Has anyone else got a bit more? Nice. So you catch up with John. So yeah, you are making your way. As you are about 10 foot from the door, you can smell the smell that's coming out there, that like decay and decrepit that is just seeping out from the door. You can start to see as like this runway in here where there is just pools of like blood and real dark ichor on the floor. Fabian?
I want to instruct John to do laps on the lookout.
Mm-hmm. Do laps of the entire building.
Yeah, just sort of flit around and see if anyone's coming, and to alert me. That's his instruction if he sees people.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go in the stinky room too.
Cool. So 30 gets you to the door. Or you want to use a dash inside?
Up.
Or just stay there for now, yeah.
I poke my head in first to make sure they're in there and they're not.
Yeah, you can see, and you've got 30 gets you there, so you've got 30 foot of movement, so you can go anywhere. So each of these cages are a solid block, you can't move through them, so your pathways are up and around. You can see as you get in there, because they are obviously just grated cages, you can see the guys through. It's dark in here, but it's not pitch black, and I think all of you have dark vision, right? So you can see the two of them working on one cage in the background. You can see there's other people slumped, other bodies slumped in other cages. So up to you, when you step in, you've got 30 foot. So where do you want to be placed in here?
If I just keep going straight forward to the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe into the middle cage one. And I know that they're locked out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, if you go back. I meant the middle one along the wall. Yeah, there. I know that they're locked, but Faywin would be trying to see if there's like locks on all of them, or if she can open them and things like that.
Yeah, as you look at most of the cages you can see actually there would probably be like on the way in by the door as you pass by, there would be like a load of the locks just like all on a big chain that you can see just get, and I don't know why I've done my hands this big, they're not big, they're small locks. Okay. They're not giant. The comedy sized locks that they're putting on the gates. But you can see the ones with no people in are easy to pull open, the ones with the guys in have got locks on. So anyone that has someone in has a padlock on it.
Got
you. Arta. You can see all your friends making their way towards. The Shadow Rider is climbed up and is perched up on above where the Griffin Rider was. So he has a view over the main gate and out into the main highway, the street. So you can see him. You can see the rest of your compadres making their way into the building.
If that's the case, I'm going to head towards the building and I'm going to kind of say to the Shadow Rider, shout if anything comes, and then I'm going to kind of move towards the building to kind of help out.
Nice. He gives you like a salute.
Just working the basis. He's got a better vantage point. Me standing by a building isn't going to help anything. I might as well try and speed it along.
Nice. So 30 foot gets you to the corner. With a dash, you could get into the building if you need help. Or you want to stay just around the outside.
I just want to stay on the outside because there might still be stuff. I'm thinking there might still be stuff coming from sort of outside.
Yeah,
not thinking there's going to be any issues inside other than speed. And I'll
down this way, you knew there were barracks and stuff where you'd had the layout of the plan done before. So 30 foot gets you to this corner. You can hold an action again if you would like.
Once again, I'll hold a hammer throw.
Nice, Von.
So I will give Zaga a boost to get to the other lock. Do I notice anything else like looking around other than
lots
those
of fucking
in the
weird shit.
cages?
Yes. So you can where you're stood right now. You can see that some of the cages, especially towards this side here, are kind of covered in a thick vine. Give me a investigation check because there's no point in perception wise. You're close enough to it to see that this is plant growth that's made its way through. There was like a vent or like a small window in this side here, like a bar, like a prison half semicircle grated window where it's just fully cutting out the sun because there are so many vines and growth and leaves growing through here, and they're spraying around this top end. So where Bo is in these top ones, but you can see those. So investigation would be a better check.
That's a 3.
No, that's not great. So you can see that definitely there is some plant growth that has made its way into and is attaching itself to some of these, what they're fucking called, to some of these cages. This like back wall area here, where you can see like these grass bits that kind of indicate where it's coming up and through the wall. That back wall is almost like brittle twigs that kind of run up the whole back wall. As you kind of turn and look up, you could just see there's just almost like a vine or tree growth up the inside that's growing inside here, and you can see that there is some of it is wrapped up and in around Bo's cage as well as 2 and 3 of the other cages on that side. I think you're boosting Zaga.
Yeah.
Nice. Zaga, you get boosted up.
Oh yeah, I'm unlocking the shackle.
Yeah, nice.
That is a 16.
16. Nice. As you get boosted up and you get onto the cuff, again, this is like a full silver solid cuff where they're tied up to the top of the thing. And you can see as well, as you undo the cuff on it, there is like a vine that kind of runs down and around Bo's finger, around his hand, onto his hand. Not holding him tight vine, but like a poison ivy style has like wrapped itself and was attached to his hand and skin. So as you untake, when his hand comes away, it kind of holds onto a bit and then kind of snaps and breaks off as Bo's body slumps to the ground. As kind of it's like you're being propped up as Von, you can go to try and hold to stop Bo falling out or falling any further towards you.
I will move back towards the other cage with a elf that we recognised from the Druids, and I'm going to say to Faywin, "No sign of your sending stone."
Faywin, as Zaga says that to you, and you chuckle, you notice the back wall moves.
Oh.
As what a great 3 investigation check missed, as this stick-like skittering, this wall of twigs, as Zaga, you step out the cage, just starts to shimmer and move as this face pulls forward, this long drawn skull like that of a deer on antler with the spikes up.
Oh, do I recognise it from my poison food dreams?
As you turn around, you recognise it, and that is when it lets out a howl, just a high-pitched scream and a holler in a 60-foot cone. So everybody inside the building, can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please? Those of you outside, there is no way that it will get you from there. You hear it, so an otter, you just hear this. It's like a wolf's howl pitched up super high as it just hits all of you in this room, just shakes, like you immediately want to just hold your ears in your mind as it just screams into your soul as this thing just starts to come down towards you. As there is beast hiding in the wings.
14.
14 fail. 22 save.
13. I failed 2, 13.
There's only 3 of them, right? 1, 2. I was like, why is there so many board? But things on board. Okay, this thing doesn't fuck around. So, those that failed are frightened until a point.
Had I moved back, or was I in the process of moving?
You were in the process. The releasing of the thing was the trigger.
Okay.
So you stepped outside to move towards the... You were moving... This is the other guy you recognised. So you were kind of moving towards Faerun anyway. And that's when she noticed you turn around, you see it. Poof, it happens. So you are outside. You are on the way down. Faerun, you failed as well, right?
Can I scream? Yeah.
You can scream if you would like to scream real life yet. So you are going to take... 20 points of psychic damage.
Ooh, I get advantage against psychic damage.
For what is it?
Because
Is it
I
My
have...
shielding ring.
Oh, is it resistance?
No, on my sheet it says advantage on wisdom against psychic damage.
Oh,
And I have advantage against me enchant.
okay. So roll it again.
So I can roll again.
Yeah, this is a frightened condition.
I rolled a 15.
Okay, so you still failed.
Yeah. Great.
Sweet. So, whilst you are frightened, your speed is halved, and you cannot move towards a creature, or the creature that you're frightened of, and attacks against that creature have disadvantage.
Brilliant.
You steal yourself from the howl, Von, and feel that now you've heard it once, that it's not going to affect you or be able to affect you again, as that is the things go. As you see this beast crawl down, it really is just like the twigs have come alive. It moves down, it skitters almost like a spider. It was up on the wall, just held like bloody Exorcist style, blending into the trees, and as it comes down and skitters down towards you, it moves with an incredible pace. This thing is has arms. Has like 2 sets of arms, has like a set of legs. The head is just a skull. You can't really see anything in there. It seems to be some blend of, you wouldn't even fucking understand, like blend of like humanoid and plant and undead thing. It's a true monstrosity. Nice. Zaga, you would still have, that was a trigger, so that was a reaction from the thing, which lets you have it go. You still have your half movement and a bonus action.
I'll just back up for the half movement, however much I've got. I assume 15 foot.
Yeah, 15 foot. Yeah. So yeah, you just start scaring towards Faerun. Anything bonus action?
No, not no.
Nice. Otter, you have heard this scream go out, and as you look in towards, you'd have seen the fear hit Faewing as the kind of the roar hits her, and you see almost like her lose her stance of being ready, go from a laugh to a pure sense of shock. You know that something bad is inside.
Okay. Is there a spike close to me?
A spike?
Spike,
You're going to put the head on a spike?
essentially.
Not like a super clean spike, I would say. I mean, if you went into the room, there would likely be some like torture poking sticks.
I'll drop the head where it is at the minute,
Yeah.
and I'll sort of run into the room.
Did you want to put the head on a pike?
Well, yeah, I didn't, but I can move further into the room, can't I?
Yeah, 15, 20. Where do you want to go? So 15.
I'll move down the open side where the
Yeah.
other two we don't know are.
20, 25, 30 gets you here.
Can I see the creature,
Yeah.
thing now.
Yeah, you can see it now. Yeah, as you come in and look and see what they're all looking towards, where Faywin and Zaga have come away from, and looming over Von is this like 9-10 foot spindly beast with the big stag head, the big twig stag antlers. Now it's moving, very easy to see.
I've used some Hex-based curse. I'll just take 2. I'll just blast it then, please.
Nice.
So the first one would be a 24 to hit.
Yep, hits.
Second would be a 22. So
Yep, hits.
15. It'd help if I had the right dice for the damage. I rolled a d20 for it almost.
All right, cheater. I know we didn't play last week, but taking the piss.
That'd be 11 force damage.
No.
Combined.
11 force damage. Nice as you fire in this. It's force damage. Cool. I was like, what
Yes.
damage is it? And I realised my brain was processing the word force. Cool. As you hit into it, a bit of it splinters as you see it turns and looks back towards you. And again, it really has that odd. Again, you can pick up that whilst it's moving and it's creepy as fuck, that it has that almost like you can't. Its head stops and moves and weaves in the way where you can see that there is a pace and a strangeness to this monstrosity.
Would this be a cantrip to have to roll my feet thing?
Ooh.
Or is that just for spell spells?
I think it's just spell slots.
Okay.
That would be fun, but no, I think it's just spell slots. It's when you draw on the like full power.
Yeah.
Fabian.
I know I'm frightened,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be brave, and I'm gonna attack it anyway.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do Hunter's Mark on it.
Did she get inspiration from thinking of Barry from EastEnders?
If I don't, then the game's broken.
Wow.
'Cause what a legend.
What's a Barry
don't
from
know-
EastEnders?
Yeah.
You don't know the power of Barry Logan?
Mustang Barry. Okay. So is it disadvantage? Wow.
Disadvantage.
I rolled on that one.
Oof, that's
So-
it's the power of Barry.
Yeah. Never mind.
That's what you get from invoking Barry.
So I'll try again though because I've got 2 attacks.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's hope for a better.
If she does it anyway with a nat 1, does it hit her foot?
She shoots Saga instead.
I got a 17.
That's not enough. Misses.
No.
Good game. Good
way.
game.
I scream again.
Yep.
And then I'll just step. If I step back 1, will I be blocking the door?
No, it's
Or
double
can
door.
people- Cool. Yeah, I'll just go back 1, please.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, frightened is just so you are aware. You get disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is in line of sight. So you can only be frightened by something you can see, and you can't move closer to it. You also have half movement for this type of fear.
Do we get a check at the end of our turn?
No, it will run out at a certain point. I'll tell you when it runs out. I think it's at the end of. Wait, let me check.
When we start feeling real brave.
Yeah. It's the end until the end of the creatures, as in like the enemy's next turn. So actually, for you, it will run out as like just before you'll go, because technically it's first in initiative. Nice, Fabian. That's your go. Arta, you're up. You again have seen and heard the screams.
Hearing this, I'm going to run in.
Yep.
Have I got enough movement to run in? Or to at least get within eyesight range?
Yeah, you can
No,
get-
because there's probably people in the
On
way.
30, you can get in front of Faywin. You can see, but yeah, it's going to be tight in there. So 30 gets you behind. You can see the Otto step forward and fire a couple of dodge bars. But yeah, it is like cage. Otto's in the middle. You can see this creature like up and through. So we'll say for line of sight for like spell attacks or like range is not so bad. Melee obviously is going to be a problem.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to be
close.
able to melee it from here, am I?
Might climb.
Okay then. My spell slots are somewhat lacking, and I need a catchphrase. So I'm going to throw my hammer.
Oh.
And I'm going to say, hammer throw.
That's your catchphrase.
That's my catchphrase.
That's good. We'll workshop it, it's fine.
You might want to workshop that.
I'm going to, because that's a nat 1 and my hammer gets stuck in the ceiling.
As you smash it. You can see that this is all. It's kind of like peeled itself out of this this growth, but you smash into the growth and hammer. When does the hammer return? Straight away.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it finds
yeah.
Yeah. So as you throw the hammer, it smashes against the wall and flies back to your hand, narrowly missing Otter's head. Nice. Any bonus?
How's everyone looking health-wise?
I'm tip top.
Dreadful.
Are you dreadful? Oh, I'm in front of Faywin, aren't I?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an action. I'm afraid I can't heal you.
That's okay.
That's a shame. Yeah, the only bonus action healing spell I've got, I need spell slots for, which I don't have.
You're all good. Just shield me from this scary being.
Am I within 30 foot of it?
5, 10, 15. Yeah, just about, I think.
Okay. Next question.
25, 30, yeah.
Once I read. 2 seconds, I'm reading.
You want to throw me a healing word? Yeah, that'd be great, thanks.
I can't. I haven't got a thing.
Oh, okay. You've got any healing spells?
What the bloody hell is it? Okay.
It's my D6.
Is it a creature?
Everything's creature.
Perfect. I'm going to use telekinetic shove and I'm going to pull it towards me. Can I have a DC saving throw, please?
Oh, interesting. What thing? Strength or dex?
Strength.
They're both really good. Watch me roll shit. What's his drive? Oh, no, that's good. 24.
Oh, it saves. Nothing happens.
Purple dice. You're the one today.
What would happen?
It can willingly fail if it wants to.
For those Vega and I who are frightened, what would happen if it was pulled towards us? Would we have to move back, or?
No, you just can't move towards it.
Okay, cool.
No.
Oh, and now we're in a big line. That should be fun. Anyway, that's my turn done. It was a wonderful day at the office for Arthur there.
It's a good time. Fun.
Should we do the conga?
Yeah.
It's too early in the fight for Arthur. That's what the problem is. I am going to cast Blight on the creature.
Nice.
I get a con save.
You can indeed. Oof, that is a 2.
That's a fail.
It is not a plant.
It is not a plant. Okay.
No. It's got plant in it.
That's
But it's not
good
a plant.
to know. Now I need to get all the D8s together.
Interesting.
Okay. $27 necrotic damage.
27. Nice. Cool. As you go fire the blight touch or blight, it's not. It's a range.
This 30-foot range.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. So just checking you were close enough. As you fire the blight in, and you can see as you see some of the plants, the plant growth that's around this thing, you can see the twigs and stuff start to die down. But the actual beast itself, the actual monstrosity itself, doesn't seem to take as much damage as if you're looking at like what happens to the plant growth around versus what happens to the actual monstrosity that's been born within it. The plants are taking way more damage than this thing is taking. It doesn't seem to be as impacted by necrotic damage as you would like.
Okay. That's good to know.
That's good to know. Panic?
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Yeah.
Because Bo's still in that cage.
Yeah. He's free, but he is unconscious. But he has 8 hit points. So if you want to carry someone, it's half movement. Every 5 foot is 10 foot. And then you're compromised because you've got someone on your back.
Yeah, I guess that was having disadvantage.
Yeah, it just means some stuff will be a little bit more difficult. You have to keep putting him down to pick him up, to put him down to pick him up.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna do that just to try and get him away. Yeah.
Yeah, you won't squeeze. So yeah, you can at least move up to that. You won't be able to squeeze past. So you've got your full movement down. So you can grab his one arm, kind of like throw it onto your shoulder, and just start dragging him out towards. As you two will occupy, you can throw him in this little space here. You can get right up behind Zaga. Squeezing past with two people is going to be a little bit impossible. But you can move a bit away from this guy. Nice. Anything else?
Nope.
No, nice. It is round 2, the top of the round, and it is the monstrosity's go. The monstrosity that you hear say, all of you within your mind, as the howl for you, Zaga, definitely the howl sent you back to when you ate the food, and you saw the white background with the black skull and the fumio. The rest of you hear this voice out. It sounds like someone is so close, whispering almost in your ear, as he says, "Bring back the druid." As he turns up, puts one hand backwards as his head remains forward and just skitters across the ceiling. I need to know... Oh, do I need to know? Is that cheating? Do I smell you? Oh, okay. No, I would know.
I mean, stinky helps.
No, it's,
I mean, if they're frightened, the
blood frenzy. Who of you is at full HP? So who of you are bleeding? So Otter's at full HP. Is that it?
I'd like to suggest that I took bludgeoning damage. I don't remember, but I'm just going to say that now.
I took
and it didn't crack the
damage,
skin.
but it was psychic damage, so I don't know if that would be bleeding.
Yeah, it's just not full HP.
Bleeding out the nose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I took damage from
so there's people that have taken some damage. Okay, so it's only Otter that's at full. Okay, that works for me. So, cool. As it skitters across the ceiling. It is within... This is not a big... This is not a big room. It's going to have Hunter's Mark on it. I'm going to hang off his Hunters.
You can take it off because I missed. When I cast Hunter's Mark, I missed them.
Oh, so it doesn't stick if you didn't hit. I thought you
did
did.
Hunter's Mark's a concentration.
Yeah, I thought it was just concentration.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Pop it on his atlas then.
And I need to give you a concentration, which makes it even more difficult. Instead of alleviating my problems, you've buckarooed me more.
No, sorry.
You're both frightened and concentrated. Cool. As it skitters, across the ceiling and holding on with its rear legs, it reaches down. So it is flip reverse to you guys. So you can still hit it where it is, but it is spider climb stuck to the ceiling as it is going to attack. Fabian, you're closest to the door.
I don't know that you sniffed as you said that. I'm not stinking.
You smell like blood and elf and a bit of nature. Cool. That is a 24 to hit.
Yep.
So you take... I need some more dice.
I think she might die here.
Yep.
By the sounds of things.
Yep. And John's too far away to fucking swoop in because I've sent him off.
You sent him on a merry mission. And it's the 21 slashing damage.
Okay, I'm down.
Cool. And you... Oh. Okay, you would take extra necrotic damage, but it doesn't affect you because it's all in one hit, so it doesn't matter. I can't overhit you. You'll be not fronted at the end, as Feywind goes down. Glad I put all those buckaroos on there. That's worth it. As with this, as this big claw just comes in, you would feel as well that the slashing damage was enough, but as you go down Arthur, you would see that there is behind left this like dark, almost looks like what would be on the blight spell. This dark smoke that is of necrotic energy and damage that just kind of singes and burns or decays the skin that you can see where the slash marks comes through Feywin's as she falls down. So there is some necrotic energy in there as well. as he's going to turn to the little kobold. And you also do damage, which is great because that means I get advantage. That is a 23.
I'm cutting words.
I thought you might.
Where is a D8? Which one's a D8? That
Just roll D6.
I rolled a 7. What did you say it was?
34. No. It was a 23.
Okay, you've missed it.
Nice. Motherfucker. Fucking stupid kobold.
I'm going to use a charge on my shield, I think.
Doesn't you have to be hit to use charge your shield?
No, it says when a creature hits or misses, but I'm just...
Oh.
Actually, no, I've just used my reaction, so I can't.
Okay. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, count words. Nice. So your action's gone. Yeah, so it goes in. As you can see, that it's, instead of using his claws this time, goes in with the large maw of the skull mouth to go for the bite. You are shorter to the ground than anyone else, misjudges the distance, snaps and misses. As that is the end of its turn, your frighten is gone. Although I would say that's quite frightening, but, you know, the frighten's gone for now. Zaga, you are up.
Which makes it my go.
Yep. So you get your reaction.
And if in doubt,
Don't do it. It won't
I'm
work.
going to try Dissonant Whispers.
It won't work.
Can I have a wisdom saving throw, please?
That is a... Fuck me, man. That is a 12.
That is a fail. Do it on thing. This is your roll multiple dice. That is 9 psychic damage, and I'm assuming this thing still has its reaction.
Yeah. It's going to skitter. I'm going to kill you. 15, 20. It's going to skitter out the door and out of sight. What you have to do?
Cast the spell.
I'm banning that spell. Next, by the way. Such a shit spell. This thing doesn't have a language, but there is nothing that says that wouldn't work.
I've cast a spell. Would it be an action to pass a potion of greater healing to Arta? Or could I do that with a bonus action?
No, you can pass him one, you just can't use it.
Yeah, I'm going to pass it to him because he'll be up before me.
Yeah, so you'd have to stand next to him to pass it to him unless you want to risk dropping it on the floor. So you can move
Well,
to him.
I can move up to him. So
Yeah, you've got the movement, yeah.
I have passed him a potion of greater healing.
Faywin, John tries to tell you that he's seen someone
As he
crawl out,
does
but you
this, I say to Saga, but I'm pretty good right now.
don't. Faywin's just bleeding out.
Zaga just looks at the elf unconscious on the floor.
Yeah, I know. Seeing him do this.
What would I have seen, John?
John's trying to contact you to tell you he's seen something crawling out that looks bad. You're not responding. He's now sad.
He's so good. No, he's so good though.
He's
for
going
doing
over to the
his
Shadow
job.
Rider. He's going to leave. Oh, he acts on his own accord when you're down, actually.
Yeah,
Which would be
to
interesting.
protect himself or me.
I think he protects himself.
I think so too. Actually.
Oh, well, he could probably try and rattle this thing a little bit. Cool, Zaga,
He's
you've moved up.
walking to draw the Shadow Rider's attention.
Could do, but is he that smart? Who
Watch your mouth
knows?
about my John boy.
He does just like pooing on people. He merely thinks that the IQ's been brought down. Anything else, Zaga?
Not for the moment.
Otter.
Can I get round Arta, or is he in the way of everything?
It's just an extra 5 foot. As long as he's not going to block you, it's just an extra 5 foot of movement to squeeze past.
I mean, this is Arta. I will go up to Faerun.
Yeah.
I will sort of reach around in my bag. I'll pull out a bottle of Kraken and say, no, that's not it. Pull out another one, no, not that. And then I find like my last healing potion and I pour it down the throat.
Nice.
Just a standard healing potion.
Zaga watches this and wonders why he bothered giving a potion to Arta.
You gave a healing potion to the healer.
James, you could probably do with another one.
Mm-hmm.
So do I roll or does...
Whoever wants to roll. It's up to you guys.
I'll let Kinsey roll.
What? What do I?
What?
Healing potion.
What's the roll, please?
What is it? It's 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, lovely. That is 7. Thank you.
That'll be an action for me to do that, is it?
Yeah. A bonus action to
Yeah,
if you're administering a potion to someone else, it'd be a bonus action.
Okay, I will use the rest of my movement to move 2 squares out the door.
Yeah. Where you want to go? Straight out?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. And I'll sort of keep eye there.
Yeah, cool. As you...
Yeah, no, I'll hold an action if I've still got an action then.
Yeah, you will have an action. Yes, you can. What you're holding?
I'll hold an Eldritch Blast to see if this thing appears again.
You can see this thing.
I can see it now.
Yeah. It's got 40 foot of movement. So it came. It was here to buy. It was here, right? So it was here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You'd be out. Actually, no, you would be able to see it. You can see the top of it, but not enough. John would be screaming.
Well, I know where it is, but I'm not in a position.
You're not in a position. Yeah, you can see the wet. Like especially where John is like hovering above, you can kind of just see the ant, and you can see the scratching on the wall where it's like came up and then scraped its way up the wooden block here. But this is a 1-story building and it's about 10 foot off, so you wouldn't quite have the angle.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So but you can hold the action to see it. You can still hold the action.
Yeah, be holding action for the Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, sweet. Nice. Faywin, you have got some life. It's your turn. You are awake. You get your full go.
I'm not feeling myself. Am I allowed to take something off someone if it's not their go?
It's not Baldur's Gate. Can I pickpocket my companions? Potentially. What are you doing? You're going to steal more stuff? Steal more potions? Or are you going to do something wacky?
No, I was just going to ask Arthur if he could pass me the potion.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you can do it. You can interact with Arthur. If he's probably still got it.
Wait, isn't she dead? How is she doing this?
Because she just got a potion from thingy.
Arthur just gave me 7 HP.
Well, I've probably still got the potion in my hand.
He's definitely still got it in your hand. Yeah. He's like, who am I giving this to? Turns around. Faywin's already stood up and like, I'll take this, thank you. Drink.
What's the roll for it, please?
It was a bigger one, right?
I think it's like it's a greater.
Greater is 4d4 plus 4.
Thank you. Lovely, 15. Lovely, thank you. And then I'm gonna call out to Ron, who I assume is carrying bow still, and be like, "We need to leave." Stating the obvious because I'm still a bit delirious. And then I'd like to go outside and then go to the left of where Otar is.
So it's half movement to stand up, so you're 15 foot.
Yeah.
Okay, you can get to there.
And then I want to look up to see if John's about.
John is circling, squawking at where the thing had scattered to.
A small smile comes across my face because John is doing his job. And that's the end of my turn.
Nice. Arthur.
So obviously we know it's gone, but it's gone 40 foot. It was do I know if it went left or straight right at that corner?
If you step outside, you'll be able to see John. John is circling. It is literally just only like 10 foot away. It's just on top of this building here.
Okay.
So you've heard it scrambling away because it's not exactly in that form. It's not being stealthy.
Okay. Can I try and move far enough so I can see it on the roof, sort of to the north?
I don't.
How blooming steep are these roofs?
Well, it's the first. You're gonna have to go back like a fair deep. You'll get an angle of like.
You're doing Pythagoreans in your head.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to be. I don't think you will. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Because of how far he is on the edge, you're gonna be like trying to get. You'll be using your full movement to get all the way back here, to then try and take like a 40. Well, it'd be 40 to 60 foot. You can try it if you want. 10, 15, 20. You just be going you're going to be going very far away.
I'll move 30 foot to the north, but as I'm doing that, as I pass Faywin, I'll cast a healing touch on a cure wound. Sorry.
30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, cool.
I'm only going to cast a level 1 though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the sound you've all been waiting for. The unzipping. That is 12 points of healing. It was 1d8 plus 4, and I rolled an 8.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling much more myself.
And that's kind of what I'm going to do. I've used my... Don't have any bonus action. I'm not going to be able to see it from there. It's not going to be within 30 foot anyway.
You can do the same. If you've got an action, you can hold until it appears.
Yeah, I'll hold my hammer.
Hold hammer throw.
Hammer throw again.
Nice.
It will become a catchphrase. I concur.
I will make it a catchphrase. Von.
So Bo is unconscious, right?
Yeah.
So if there was something I'd done that involved healing on their turn, then it doesn't really work for Bo.
You can heal. There may be a certain level of heal he gets to where he might come around and be able to walk. But he was.
I was just thinking the effect of my armor, the bonus, the barn one.
Yeah.
The heal is like at the start of their turn.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
When they enter, actually, it's if they enter the area for the first time as well. Actually, so that would work, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If I'm carrying him, he'll be entering it, and that 5 foot is just that every round. That's the 5 foot I'm on, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to activate that effect then to try and heal Bo as we're moving.
Nice. So
he gets 1d6.
If you drag him past me, does that heal me?
I think it activates on the start of my turn where I am. So it's that 5 foot that I'm standing on.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Each turn.
So it's not.
So it doesn't have a whole trail following me.
You got 35 foot, haven't you? Which is annoying for halving.
Which, I mean, I guess just for the sake of it, it'd be 30, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
So 15.
Yeah. So you do get alongside. Well, if you waited and got alongside Zaga and then activated it, does it have to be at the start of the turn? Because if you finish your movement and then activate it,
it'd be immediate that, and then I guess
15 foot.
Future turns, it'll be
15 foot is alongside Zaga. So if you wait till then,
yeah, I'll activate it when I'm alongside Zaga. Then.
Yeah.
It's 1d6 healing, is it?
Yes.
Ooh, 6. Nice.
Fucking shock. You're gonna need it. You're gonna die when I rip that tongue out.
So Bo got a 4.
4, nice. Cool.
And then for my actual action, I can't really see anything here, so I don't really know what to do.
Oy, oy, oy.
I am going to, for my action, throw up an aura of vitality as well.
Ooh.
I'm gonna vomit.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up.
Still in stress, just gonna puke.
Yeah, I'll throw up an aura of vitality. So, obviously I can't do it this turn, but as a bonus action,
Concentration.
I can cause one creature in the air in my aura to regain 2d6 hit points. So,
Nice.
and that follows me.
He's a little.
That's a
healer.
30-foot radius.
Okay, good. Nice.
So you could essentially be healing Bo as you're carrying him around.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I am doing with my armor,
Yeah.
but I can also then, as a bonus action, heal people every turn as well.
Oh, nice.
Wicked. Nice. So your go is shall I write it? It is Bo's turn with 12 hit points. He is enough. You feel him start to kind of come around, like almost stop putting all of his weight on your back as he's recognizes where you are. And he's like, Von, the Death Bloom's here. The Death Bloom's here.
Yep, I know, Bo. We're trying to get
I'm
you
right
out.
next to him as well. I'm going to say, no shit!
Oh, he looks like him. Kill him. No, he didn't do that. Nice. He was both at the end of the turn, so that was good. That worked out well. He was at the bottom of the initiative. Top of the initiative. You made my boy run away. He is not happy about it. So. Fucking Arta. You are so lucky.
Why?
At the point here, this thing, you hear just this cry, this like screech as this thing has taken its reaction, run away, realise it's been duped and turns back, starts scrambling. As it appears on the corner to leap off the edge, Arta and Otter, you have your held actions that you can release as this thing just comes.
I don't have a held action.
I thought you were holding.
I used my I used my action to do a heal because I decided I wasn't going to be in range and I wasn't expecting it to run towards us. I thought we were
perfect,
away.
better.
Not paying attention.
Like a beast. It was like on all fours. It's like a deer, like a displaced beast or a deer, kind of pouncing towards. And as it gets to the edge, it kind of comes over the edge to launch itself down, Spider-Man Venom-esque style. Otter, then you are waiting with your Eldritch Blast to fire.
Okay.
Do this. Or do.
It's a dirty 20, the first one.
Yeah.
Second one's a 17.
Misses, so only the first one hits.
That's 8 points of force damage.
8 points of force damage. As it leaps off the edge, you hit it in the underside. Again, a bit of it breaks off. This thing doesn't bleed as you'd expect it to bleed. It's like almost like bits of tree and bark and like rot just fall off. It's almost like a mushroom as it hits the ground. As it lands, screeches. That's why I was saying you were lucky, Arta, because I can't get behind you to get everybody, but I can get almost everybody. As it will turn on the floor, completely, almost like crouched down, as it then rides up, and again, it's going to let out one of these howls towards you, a 60-foot cone.
If we've previously been affected, can we be affected again?
If you've previously been affected, you can. If you've previously saved, you cannot. So only Von auto saves this. Okay. Because you don't roll to save me, it just runs out. So I need wisdom saving throws from Faywin, Otter, Zaga, and Bo.
You are fucking kidding me.
Yeah,
I've rolled in that one.
I get advantage on this.
Do you?
Oh, I've
From
got the
my
wisdom
oak.
and psychic. Never mind.
Yeah, you get advantage as well. Yeah.
I get advantage.
Pointless, because I've still rolled a 1, so I'm not going to be able to get it anyway.
What? You rolled a 16.
Oh,
Oh.
I rolled a 16.
That's still a fail.
Also, can I, my cloak, can I impose disadvantage on it?
Can you pose disadvantage on your own wisdom saving throw? Yeah, of course you can.
I always keep misreading this. No, it's the other way around.
I rolled a 6, but I still have my inspiration from like 2 sessions ago.
Yep.
And I think I'm going to use it to re-roll this.
Okay. Your chunk falls off.
And that is a 17.
17. Just save. Beats it. Who
I no
failed?
longer have inspiration.
You know, have inspiration.
With 17, I failed.
Oof. So Otter and Faywin are both frightened again. Zaga is now immune. You still take half damage. So full damage is... It's not that high. Is it 3? Oh, yes.
Bloody 20 psychic points last time.
I know, I rolled really well last time. No, it's only 14. 14 is full, 7 is half. So if you saved. No one has resistance, right? Was it resistance you had,
Not
Faylin?
psychic damage, no.
No advantage.
Oh, okay. Nice. As you are frightened as it lets out its howl towards you, unwilling to go. Oh, and I forgot to roll for Bo, who needs to save. He did not. I rolled a 9. Bo, after saying the Death Bloom's here, takes 14 damage, puts him back down to 0. as Bo starts walking and then goes unconscious again.
It's a good thing Bond's healing as he walks.
It is because death saves become a lot easier. That's all it can do on its go though. Do I want to put him there? Yeah. Cool. Zaka, you're up.
I am going to do something I've not done yet, which is bang on my shield.
Mm-hmm.
And up to 6 people who I can see and can hear me will receive 1d10 plus my charisma modifier temporary hit points. So I've got to roll a d10, I guess.
That's quite a lot.
You're very charismatic.
Is this a d10? This is a d10. So that is 9 plus 5, 14 points of temporary hit points to... well, I guess I can't do it to Bo because he's unconscious.
Yeah.
Temporary hit points could probably only be had if you're conscious. Because it's not healing, is it?
No. We can put him on, but he can't have him until he gets healed.
Okay, so to Bo, to Bon, to Feywin, Otterata, and myself, that's 6.
Yeah.
So 14 temporary hit points.
Guide John.
Everybody also has Bless for a round.
So can you? So that we gain 14 temp hit points.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God, how do I add that there?
Just
click on temp.
Yeah. No, I worked it out. What does Bless do? 1d4.
1d4 to attack rolls or saving throws for a round until my next go.
Perfect.
Yeah, boy. Nice. Stay me
And
on.
that was an action.
Yep.
So I'm going to move down to the cage with the other druid elf that we recognized.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and free him in a minute.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Otter.
With me being frightened, if I was to want to move right down that alley, would that count as moving towards him slightly or not?
No, as long as you don't go... As long as you don't go into this square, you're fine. So if you skirt around the outside, you should be fine.
Skirt around it that way,
Yeah. You got half movement though.
Yeah, so that'll be 15.
Yeah.
And I might as well try Eldritch Blast. Disadvantage.
Cool. Disadvantage, yeah. Don't poop yourself.
First one would be a 16, so that's a fail.
Mm-hmm.
You're blessed, so you can add a d4 to that.
D4.
Ooh, okay. So that would be 3, so 19.
Yeah. Hits. AC.
Okay, I'll do the damage. I'll do the damage for this one before I roll the second one then.
Mm-hmm.
All of 2 force damage.
Hey! Stop tickling me.
Better than nothing.
And there's no point rolling because I just rolled a nat 1.
Ooh, baby. Nice. Bonus action?
I might as well do second wind now, I guess.
Yep. Nice. Get some healing. Feywind. Feywind, you're up.
Wow. I'm just going to roll to attack him.
Nice.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Okay, the first one's a fail because I rolled a 29 or an 11.
Ooh, I think I'll take the 11.
Yeah,
Thanks.
funny that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try again. And that's a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
8.
8. Nice.
Can I just point out, I'm so glad our cleric knows what bless is.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't say that in character, it's fine. And the funny thing is, I actually have Bless as an active spell I can
really
use.
good spell.
No, it's in my active spell list.
Oh my
I've just never used it. I've got Bane as well.
Yeah, both of them very good spells. Nice.
And then can I tell John, come with me, boy. You've done your job. Stay away from him. Also, on that point, did John hear the scream? when he did the
Ooh.
Could he be frightened?
No, he wouldn't have quite been in the cone, I don't think. He can be frightened, though. He's just a creature, so I can kill him.
Wouldn't take much.
But no, I think he would have been outside. The way he was, because the place, you guys were over here.
Yeah.
And John would have been up, like,
If he was
squawking above where he originally was. So I think John would have been outside that cone, so we're okay.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, he can just be with me.
Nice.
Actually, how far away is the Shadow Rider from where I am, where he's flown to?
Far.
So he's got 60 foot.
60. It's probably somewhere between 90 and 120.
Okay. I'm going to tell him, go and get the Shadow Rider.
Mm-hmm.
I know that he won't be able to talk to him, but just make it clear we need help, John.
Yep.
I believe. And that'll be
Do a little
his
dance to
Yeah.
show we need help.
He's like, the only thing
What's
I've been
that
taught how
last
to do is poo. He just goes up the shadow and starts shitting on the floor.
What's that, lassie? There's a child in the well.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get him to shit out SOS or something.
Just get some twigs and starts like doing a little shadow puppy dance. Nice. Arthur, you're up. You stay where you are? Stay in?
I'll move back a square if possible. Just one away.
There.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice. Arthur, you're
Do
right.
I want to use Bane? Or do I just want to hit it with my hammer? Is the real question. Because my... hold on, let me read what Bless does again.
It's only for this turn.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm thinking about what I'm going to do this turn. I'm going to attack roll. Obviously.
Mhm.
I'm going to go to hit it with my hammer. Oh, have I still got the Radiant thing? Or is that over now? From Callum? Because it was an hour,
It was
wasn't
an hour. No, it's still being. This is all. I mean, this is like
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
the longest real life hour.
I might need that D4.
Ooh.
That is a dirty
14.
20.
Yeah, it's.
Hey, right. I'm going to. There's two things I'm going to do. I'm going to have. Is it two? It was 2d8 for the magic bullshit.
The holy weapon. The
And
magic
I'm
bullshit.
also going to.
Power of your god.
No. Where the fuck is it? Charge. Where's my charges? There we go. I'm also going to use a Thunderous Smite charge. So.
When I look at things and I think that's cool, I forget how it will make me feel when it gets used against me.
So what does Thunderous Smite do again?
I think it does negative damage.
Oh, it's 2d. So it's 1d8 plus 4 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
So we'll do that first. So that is 10 bludgeoning plus 2d6 for the Thunderous Smite.
I don't feel bad, Herb. It's very rare he hits anything with his weapon.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'll just roll the same dice. That's a 1. That's shit. And that's a 6. So that's 17 plus the 2d8 for the Radiant. That was thunder damage, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
2d8. So I'm on 20. And that's another 6. So that is 26 in total.
Yeah.
And it needs to make a strength saving throw or be pushed back 10 feet away from me and knocked prone.
Is it sensitive to radiant damage, by the way?
No. No.
But I will just double check whether it needs to do that because it's taken thunder damage.
Strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
just
okay.
while you're doing that, I'll
It's a
double check.
26.
I think it's lightning that I can push back with, so it doesn't happen anyway. So
Okay.
that's fine. So that was my attack. Yeah. So 26 in total.
Nice.
And am I going to stay where I am? I am going. I'm in. As a bonus action, I'm going to use my telekinetic shove and try and push it 5 feet away.
Nice.
I have another strength saving throw.
18.
Yeah, it saves. It's fine. Cool. Okay, that's my go. So big damage, hit something, use the bless, Love it. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. What is Bless do? Is Bless
It's
just...
It's just the attack, not damage.
Okay, that's
So,
fine.
Yeah, attacks and saving throws.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay, that's me done.
Looking
Thank you.
effed in the A. Von.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
Heal.
I'm gonna drag Bo into the aura,
Yep.
the armor thing, to give him 1d6, which is free,
Nice.
and then I'm going to use the bonus action from the vitality aura to heal him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which, is that 12? So he's up to 15.
He wakes up again.
Oh, and now he gets his 14 temporary hit points too.
Now, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Good point. Yeah.
And then
Von,
for my action,
The Tiflim's here.
it's gonna be repeat every round.
Von.
For my action, I'm going to fire a guiding bolt at the thing. And that's my last free use of guiding bolt. And that is a 26.
Definitely hits.
46 radiant. So 17 radiant damage.
7.
And
Oh my god.
the next
Attack has
attack
advantage.
on it, yeah, has advantage. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, round to the top. This thing is... Oof, man, I need to go down swinging. Who looks more dead out of Faywin and Otter?
I mean, I'm almost full HP, so...
So it's Faywin. Good job.
Sounds like it's me then.
Smells like Faywin. As this thing is going to use its bonus action to skitter away. Essentially, it's got a speed that allows it to move without opportunity attacks.
Oh,
Yeah,
boo.
As it's
I
going
was just
to
about to say opportunity attack. Fuck.
20. Let me go here just in case I get it. As it's just going to try and bite Faywin. You can see as it's running towards you now.
From there.
Can you
I
what? Sorry?
can't, can I?
No, you're you're behind a cage.
Just wanted to check. You know.
Yeah, I know. Fucking bards, knobs. That's a natural 20. Oh
Can I
shit!
Oh, go on.
Natural 20
I
is
didn't know
always
you were
a
allowed
hit.
to with
You
a
can only,
nat
it's only if
yeah.
you've got a silvery, but something that changes the dice roll is anything you can do.
Which is why I asked if I could see.
Yeah, you can't. But how much life have you got left?
20.
Oh, that's good.
Is that including the temporary hit points?
Oh, with the temporary, 34.
Oh, okay, good. I probably won't kill you because this thing does a lot of damage to people that are frightened, which is why I was trying to kill Zaga with it. I might roll bad. It's fine. So you take 15 points of piercing damage plus. Oh no, sorry, I lie. You take 25 points of piercing damage. So I roll 10 on the dice, so it's 20 plus 5. Yeah, 25 piercing damage plus 4d10 of psychic damage, which gets doubled.
Faywin's gonna have all the exhaustion.
Yeah. Well, no, but if I take all of her hit points, she's dead. Which is why I need to check you had enough hit points. Let me do maths. 11, 20. Oh, shit.
The Bond still have that potion.
I can account if
58 points of psychic damage. So you had 34, right?
Yeah,
And 25.
yeah. So I got down to 9 and then minus 58.
Okay, good. Which puts you not. What's your max? Your max is more than 49. Oh, you're dead, but that was fucking close. When I rolled, and I was like, "Oh, sweet! I finally get to hit someone with this thing that does 40 damage." And I was like, "Oh no, you haven't got that much." That used 14 hit points.
Can I under my breath as I fall down? Just be like, pussy.
No, you're
Dinner
gonna
with
fucking
mercy.
die. What are you on about? You just nearly died, like outright dead. No death saves, gone from the campaign, and you want to call him a
Nice.
pussy hole?
Nice sense from where I am, but she's dead, so I can take a soul.
You're not having your soul.
I've got a second attack. I might as well just fucking do it. Take some death saves off here. Oh, I could do that. See what you do then. Take some death saves. Run you away.
John sees this and mouths pussy hole.
John
I
can't see this.
love how Kins is generally the least confrontational. A lot
Until-
of us, as far as winding you up as well, and she's
John-
taking the brunt of this.
I felt
John
bad about
shits
nearly
himself
killing you.
where he is.
Yeah, he did shit
It's
himself.
okay.
I felt bad. Now I don't
It-
feel.
it
Well, I
is
did
the
feel
same
bad.
pussy
Now I
hole.
don't feel bad because I might just kill you.
It's not me calling you a pussy hole.
You
Just
call
the
my man a pussy hole. Well, I mean, he's nearly dead.
killed Meadow
He's got
and
one-
probably Andriel.
He's got a whole
and
another
Lily.
attack, which will be at advantage. At advantage, can't get double advantage.
Yeah, but he's stinky.
But she's no longer frightened because she's dead.
Yeah, but she's on the floor because she's dead.
Silver
So she's
linings.
prone. Yeah, she's no longer frightened. That's true. And he's at full thing. No, he actually wants a druid. 5,
Do it.
10.
Shit.
Can I say do it? I want that soul.
Kill the bitch.
I
Fucking
just
can't believe
rolled
you
to
did
you by accident. I pressed the button rather than just flip it
that.
up.
Cool. You don't have full hit points, do you, Yvonne?
No.
Good. As he's going to charge in and claw at your back. That is a 22.
Cutting
I'm gonna
words.
use my.
I said it. I'll roll.
Fucking God.
That is a 7.
It doesn't hit.
Let it known, this death bloom is going to cut your head off, Zaga, and it's going to be the most glorious day the death bloom's ever had. These are the views of the death bloom and death bloom only. Second attack misses. Zaga, you're up.
I was going to try and unlock in this cage, but this death bloom is uncomfortably close. I'm going to, if in doubt, cast Dissonant Whispers.
You fucker. Sorry. You.
No, he wants to die. Roll attack. Is it safe?
It's Dissonant Whispers, save, wisdom.
Is it half damage even if he fails?
Yes.
He's dead. You need 1 health point. 1 hit point. I'm not going to say Distant Whispers kills him. I'm going to say he just ran out of energy when he got towards 1 because Distant Whispers
You're
is
not going to
being
give it
banned.
to the
Save this
Kobold
down.
Bard.
It's going on with it. Distant Whispers is being banned. It's being banned.
Can it be for me because I hurt his feelings?
He
no.
swiped at me and then lost all his life
And then
by
he was like,
missing me.
I give up, bye. Kill
He-
the
when he missed, he
Druids.
accidentally smacked the cage and it
Kill
hurt
the
a bit.
Druids. He stubbed his toe. It's way more dramatic than fucking shit his spell in D&D. Sweet. As it goes down, yeah, it was dripping like this dark ichor as it went in, and yeah, the Distant Whispers as it hits it, it had nothing left as the was glowing with the radiant damage that was burning.
Now
away
I
inside it
understand
as
why
well.
you said you're going to swing before it goes
Yeah.
out.
Mate, I had to. Oh man, I could have tried to kill Faven, but that would be bad. Cool, you're out of initiative. Time's ticking. Faven's dying. Faven,
Can
3
I-
death saves, please.
Can I rush over to Faven straight away and then
Roll
use all
roll
of
a
my
dex,
healing
dex
stuff I've
save
got
for
left?
tripping over the dead body of the thing. You slipped in its blood. You're like, yeah, you can. Of course you can. Yeah, you can run out.
While
It's
he's
Faven.
doing that, I'm going to turn to Bo and say, Bo, help me with your friend here, and then try the unlocking the cage.
So
John,
obviously Bo's still by the patch of grass, so he can heal himself in that
yes.
for another 9 turns.
Okay, cool. So Bo will
so
sit
I
there
use
taking. He's nearly at full health anyway with the
Okay.
additional
Must
stuff.
be nice.
So with because we're out of the initiative,
Mm-hmm.
does my aura give max each turn to Faywin?
Yes.
So
Yeah, use them up.
you get full health. There's 9 turns left of it, and it's 2d6, so 12 a turn. So you got full health.
Oh, thank you. What? Oh, I don't know what happened. Did you find my sending stone or?
Nobody's looked for your bloody sending stone!
Oh, I'm
I yelled
delirious.
from inside the building.
You've
I
almost
feel-
died twice. Why are you talking
Oh,
about your bloody sending stone?
I'm just so tired.
Just delirious.
I'm so
And now
sorry.
you're in debt to Von /Haywood.
Where's John? He's getting the Shadow Rider. I think.
John comes flying back to kind of land at your side as you are pulling yourself up in the thing. As you then hear like the footsteps running across the kind of rooftops of the barn that was to the north, where the griffins were head. As the Shadow Rider pokes his head over the edge, and he's like, "They're getting close, guys. So if we're going to move, we need to start moving quickly." Is there anything you guys want to do here? You have.
I want to unlock the cell that this other druids.
Sweet. Yeah, give me some lockpicks.
I want to grab the head.
Yeah, you can grab your head.
Unlock the cage will be 8 plus 6 is 14.
Yep. It's like a DC 10.
Actually, I get advantage on this, but fuck it. These are easy cages. And then I guess he's got another shackle as well, has he? So another one.
You could, these shackles, you could just bash them with the thing. They're like, they're weak enough to do. 17, yes, they're like DC 10s for these basic locks. It's with getting into the main building that was hardest. So you can get one.
And I'm going to ask Bo to carry his mate.
Yeah, Bo's feeling pretty sprightly now. Guys,
and I'm going to say to Faywin on the way out, do you want to find your sending stone before we leave?
Slyly, I kind of look at Saga, and then you're going to wish that you killed me, because I'm going to cast Locate Object for my sending stone. And I'm going to say it really quietly, and if anybody asks, the answer is that, they're probably carrying it, so I just want to see how far away they are.
I was going to say, does it have an alarm function? Like, if you send a message to it, can we like hear it from here?
If it's in 1,000 feet, I can tell you where it is, and
Cool.
it might give us some direction as to where they are. So
No wonder you wanted the sending stone back so much. It's really useful. You could like put it in someone's pocket if we're
I
chasing
put
them or
rhinestones
something.
on it and everything. It's really good.
You could literally put coins.
You've vajazzled it.
Yeah.
Did you find it? Tell me where it is. I'll go grab it. And I'll meet you guys outside, because I can still use a dimension door.
So you locate objects, you just get a ping, right? It's like a GPS ping.
If the object's in motion, you know the direction of the movement. It can locate an object as soon as you've seen it. It doesn't. Does it say? It doesn't really say.
Because you know what it is, I think it locates it. If you were just locating that, if you didn't know the sending stone intimately, it would locate the nearest
version.
sending stone.
So it says you can locate a specific object known to you, which you all know. I would absolutely know that sending stone.
It
It's got
locates,
stickers on it like unicorns and shit.
locates the
Yeah,
one in
rhinestone.
Von's pocket.
You sense the direction of the object's location. So
Yeah.
it's the same way like
It's
the
a GPS
locate
ping.
monster was. It directs you, but
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah, yeah.
show you exactly
Doesn't
where
show
it is
exactly where it
until
is.
you're there.
So yeah, so it's telling you it's coming from east of your position, where you know there's a mess hall and offices and barracks. So somewhere within that area. So you would likely have to go with. It's essentially it's like a GPS pointer, right? So as you're locating, as you get close, it will turn when you need to turn. So when you're far away, it's like general direction. When you get closer, it gets a bit more accurate. But it doesn't go. It's in the drawer underneath the cupboard with the blah. It's like GPS pointer. Ding 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 ding. It's going to be in this room somewhere.
And it doesn't give an indication of how far within the 1,000 feet it is.
No, you just know it's within 1,000 feet.
I think we're gonna have to leave it. It's in the east, but which direction are they coming from?
I mean, you're
What
running
buildings are in the east?
to the east, yeah.
Which
running to the
buildings is
east.
There's
To the east, to the east.
Before leaving that room, I'm gonna grab one of those. Seeing the head in Otter's hand, I'm gonna grab one of the
pokers.
pokey sticks
Yep.
and go to grab the head off of Otter, and
I see what he's doing, and I throw the head over to him.
I'll stick the head onto the pike and put it onto the road as we're heading back towards
The east, where the sending stone is.
So
yes.
your plan is just to walk out the front door before they get there.
Maybe run.
Okay. As you start moving, Faywin, the dot does move pretty quickly.
Like beep 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 like that.
And it's moving towards us, is it then?
No. So, as you run towards the door, so where you were on the map. Oh, I've got the map.
Sorry, I can't even follow a GPS in real life like that.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I didn't want to do any casting aspersions on females and directions. As you are here, this is the Shadow Rider, because as I've put all your characters in the way, it's pointing this direction. as you guys start running. So you've got your exit points at the moment are out the front door where you came in, out towards the forest, which is that way, or like south, and then find your way over the main wall somewhere else. If you start running towards the door, as you start running towards the door, the ping starts changing. So as you start legging it, you've got a choice. The Shadow Rider, who was perched up, was saying that they're coming. He saw them down this main road. They are on their way. You don't have to go out the main door. It's up to you guys. But as you start moving, as you come around the corner, you realise the ping isn't still pointing east. As you've moved around, the ping is starting to move around.
So it's in that building.
So it's up to you guys.
Let me go search for the thing. I'll catch up with you guys.
Why'd you keep trying to leave us, Saga? Are you keeping something from me?
No, because there might be more loot. Out of character.
Oh, brilliant.
I mean, there definitely
In
is more
character.
loot because
Yeah, but now is not the time.
And you sure that you can teleport out?
Yes, I can definitely teleport out.
Is
You
it
don't
just
sound insight check.
is it me is it only me that gets the GPS beeping?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're sure it's that building, I'm gonna go to that building.
I'll
That
explain
was
to you on
a dirty 20 on my insight check, just to clarify.
I do have 1 4th level spell slot left to Dimension Door because I was keeping it in case I needed to run away and leave you all to die.
Yeah. And you definitely
Out
know
of
that he
character,
will
I'm
be stealing
assuming.
loot. In character. I think
No,
Arthur
in
would know that Zaga's done this enough. He's definitely trying to steal loot.
Yeah, but I was just checking whether he could get out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what my insight check was. It was literally to make sure that he wasn't just going to stay here and...
Okay, so as we're like running along, I'm explaining to him about the rhinestones and such. Meet us outside. We're going to go out there at the front. Meet us. Can we agree a point that's about 500 meters?
No, I would just agree the Red Hood base is easier.
Okay, fine. Ta-ra, thank you.
Nice. So you lot run. Taking Shadow Rider with you?
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys head out. Zaga, you make your way towards the office. It is locked, of course.
Yes, it is. I will attempt to pick the lock quickly.
Give me a lock picture. Where are the rest of you just legging it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut
Yeah,
his
might as well.
head off.
I was just looking if there was a fruit that I wanted to give Saga.
No, you're fine.
Deathberry.
It's 12 on the dice plus 6 is 18 for the lock.
18. First attempt does not make it. This lock. This office is. I'm assuming Von would have explained is where Sylvanus was head up. So yeah, the first one you get through, you bend a bit of the thing and have to remove. The lock does not give.
Okay, that will be some time, but I will try again.
Yep.
That is a 17 plus 6 is a 23.
Nice. Second one, yeah, you hold in this time and ping the lock through as it clicks across, open a door, and you have in front of you Sylvanus' office.
I will close the door behind me and search the room for a sending stone and anything that looks like it's valuable.
The whole room. There was a lock of... Oh no, Von's head's not there anymore. Nice. Give me an investigation check. Are you doing it in a manner where you are just quick trash, or you are trying to not leave a trace?
Quick trash.
Okay, cool.
Sylvanus is dead, so quick trash. That is a 14 plus investigation 6 is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Nice. You trash this room. Just smashing open. Anything that's mildly locked is just being ripped apart. You can see there are lots of vials that are held of different, labeled with different, and have different parts of people's, like different locks of people's hairs in there, which are creepy as hell. As you go through, you will find the sending stone,
Hey, success!
along with some other stuff, which I have on a list that I can't remember.
That's okay, we don't need it right now.
Yeah.
I wish you could see how much I'm grinning in real life. I'm absolutely delighted.
Nice. As you go through and start pulling, you are halted by the noise. You can hear the sound of guards starting to move in. You hear the sound of griffins landing. As you know, outside or inside the camp at least, the guards have started to remain. The rest of you have long gone, so you have no other sight of stuff.
I want to stealthily go to the door and try and just sneak out without being seen, sneak out of the room.
Okay.
Because I don't trust the room not to be trapped in some way magically.
Okay, cool. Yeah, give me a stealth check.
That is a 7 plus 6, 13.
13. You sneak out of the room. You can hear the commotion. You can hear the calls of some of the Elven Guard as they are just further north. You can hear them discussing Sylvana's body, because that's where you left a decapitated body just open and there's people around. As you sneak out and you kind of came out and looking around, you hear that. You then hear the wings of a griffin above as it squawks, and as you look up, you can see that it's looking down at you. Rider in tow.
500 feet is a long distance. I'm going to judge that it will not be able to follow me if I dimension door 500 feet into town. Out of character, I do not know the city well enough to appear somewhere that's not in a wall, but I will assume Zaga's been up and down here a bunch of times now, and can roughly judge
aim for
where to appear safely.
Yeah, aim for the middle road.
At maximum-ish distance.
Yeah, nice. Cool. As you... give me a d20.
Yep. That is a 9.
9. You ping yourself into the main thoroughfare. The first place you can think is just straight up that main road, and you just throw yourself in there. You land into a crowd of people as you are like inside the riot of people that are still moving south from where they are. So 500 foot up is quite far, but still in terms of like a full town, it's not that far. Yeah. So where people are rushing back to their homes, they're making it down from that top area. You almost like spawn yourself in the middle of a stampede as people kind of gasp and move back, and you are just dropped in the middle of the mud.
I'm just going to put my finger to my lips and move with them and try and find the nearest Red Hood tunnel or the pub that I know where I can get into their base.
Wicked. Yeah, you can find your way through from there. All the guards that were moving have moved ahead of time, so they're not moving through the crowds of commoners here. But yeah, you just spawn within commoners, which is fine. Nice. As you all make your way back through tunnels to the Red Hood base. Once you get there, those of you that went first, you join up with other Red Hoods who were keeping watch on certain areas of the Red Hood of the base. Saw you leave and kind of followed with you.
Is there any, as we're kind of on this trip, is there any kind of sounds of, because obviously we started a revolution, we are the children of the revolution.
Yep.
Nah. And is there any like sounds of like sort of rioting or like thing? Can we hear any of that now that we've kind of got out of fight concentration mode?
No, as you were going through, there's a lot more panic this far down. This was the slums area you would have been in to find your nearest tunnels to go underground. When you're traveling under the city, you would hear a lot of movement above, but if you've taken tunnels to get back to the Red Hood HQ, you are departed enough that you wouldn't hear anything else from the city. But this far down, you wouldn't have expected to see that much. As you were coming out, you were catching the first wave of those making it way back to their house, and it would have been the people that fled. So the first people home would be the people that fled. The people that were staying and fighting are likely still further north in the sea.
Before we go for a piss break, now that I've got the sending stone in my possession, I'm going to hold it up to my face and just say, check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Then that's it.
Fabian, the sending stone goes off.
My gosh. I put it up to my face, and I'm really sorry, Zag, about a scream, because I'm just so excited.
That's mean.
It's not like in a horrible scream, like a, oh my god, like that sort of scream.
Zag regrets ever saying anything over the sending stone.
You take 75 ear piercing damage.
It's almost like a dissonant scream.
Yeah, you were knocked unconscious.
And
nice.
I'm grinning. I'm like, Zag is safe.
So it is late. So the death run when we started was in the late afternoon, early evening as you kind of went through. This then carried on for not that long overall. Like the 3 fights would have been over the span of probably like no more than 20 minutes as you loot, get out. The rest of the guards are there. You have completely disrupted the Death Bloom elves. their leader has been killed. You know who the Shadow Rider is, and he is with you, making his way into the Red Hoods, and you do not know what is to come. There are still elves alive, because Zaga would have seen that some of them made it back, and they are aware that Sylvanas is dead, but you do not know what their next move is.
I just realised they know a kobold was involved in the death. The Griffin saw me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And of the ones, there's a few things, but yeah, the Griffin would have seen you would have been marked, but then also, they didn't all die in the arena either.
That's true.
So you lot all sort of fought in the arena. So everyone's kind of marked, you know what I mean? Y'all kind of went and killed people. But it is late in the evening then. So it's as this is all going on, that it's the getting into the kind of 11, 12s at night as you have finished this fight and you'll make your way back to the Red Hoods HQ. When you get back there was like a flurry of movement as Red Hoods are arriving and leaving and gaining stuff as they're trying to manage from below what is going on above. But again, they are not a police force. They are like an espionage a group, a thieves guild of some sort. So they are not equipped to try and manage. They're going to have to just let the rioting and whatever else happens peter out and pick up whatever happens either late into the evening or early in the next hours. But yeah, you make it back safe. You see other Red Hoods that will kind of keep watch along the way, and you can all join up, and we'll take a piss break. And you level up. So if you want to level up during your piss break, feel free to do so.
I always level up during my piss break.
I'm just looking at Baywin's sending stones, and they look horrendous.
They're losing their magical power because they've got rhinestones on them. It's weird. Who knew that was going to
Okay,
happen?
I'll go with the unicorn ones then instead.
Oh my, yeah, oh Jesus Christ.
But you had little sending stones.
Yeah. Unicorn stickers. I got them from the shop in Allhath.
No such thing.
You've covered up the big way you speak into, so they'll mark.
They're now just stones. There's not sending stones. Perfect. Right, we'll take a wee break and then we'll be back. But yeah, if you want to level up, just don't do your long rest yet because you're not taking a long rest. But I think you can still level up and do the HP stuff. But yeah, up to you. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. So you got 20, right?
I did. Yes.
You find with a 20. You would have picked up with the sending stone you didn't take any of the other stuff from people. Okay, no, you would have only got this stuff. You would have picked up two other stones, which weren't bedazzled, but they looked like they were in the same magical, they were in the same small chest that the other ones were in. So there's two other stones in there, and then there was an amulet, like a necklace, that was red and almost in the shape of a heart. And then two of those necklaces. 1, 2, yeah.
I bet they'd look really good if they were attached somehow to a sending stone or two.
When you're looking at them, everything looked really good. The sending stone looked like the cheapest thing in there. As you'd be like, what the hell? So you took everything just in case. So yeah, like one almost like jewelry chest of these different stones, and the way they were laid out, you could see that you could feel they had magical properties. So you just closed the box, took those. So you got those, and on the way out, you grab the staff as well.
So 2 stones, 2 necklaces, a staff.
Yes.
Is it staff of scrying by any chance?
Hell's no. That's gone. I shredded that.
I've made a note of those things.
Cool.
Cheers.
Yeah. I know some other bits, but whatever. Nice. So yeah, you make it back to the Red Hoods HQ.
Cool. Before we go, can we just clarify one thing? Kins, do you remember when we were in the arena and I gave you a scroll?
Yes.
Was it Misty Step or Spider
Misty
Climb?
Step.
Misty
It
Misty
was
Step.
Misty Step. Cool, so I've still
Because I
got
used it to
Spider
get
Climb.
out of the way so I could survive.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure because I had in my notes that I had Misty Step and Spider Climb still. And I needed to check which one I actually have.
Nice. So you all make it back, all join up together again. As you are in, you can see that the Red Hoods are moving around. Some of them are in, some of them out. It's late at night, so there is no sign of Viper. But what would you like to do?
I walk into the main dining hall area holding a staff, looking quite regal, and casually toss the sending stone over to Fayward.
Could I
Like
get...
a no-look pass kind of thing.
Could I get a strength or dexterity check from Zaga as I run to him to give him a hug, please?
Are you in another? Yeah.
You might want to catch the sending stone before you do
I
that.
will catch the sending stone.
Uh-huh.
I will be absolutely delighted, and then I'd like Zaga to roll, please.
Okay.
Can we roll to see if she catches and see if it rolls off?
24 dex. I've done it on D&D Beyond, so you can see it over on your screen.
That is a 23. Do I use my phase shard to bend luck?
Zaga avoids the hug.
Damn
He
it.
sidesteps it.
Use your fate. Use it.
I really want to, but
Do
I
it
don't
and
wanna
then
fight
roll
it
1 and
first.
then 5 all everyone. It'd be great.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Zaga.
Yeah, it's cool. Look at my staff.
Wow, was that in the same room?
Yep.
Was there other stuff
Zaga
in there,
grins.
or-
No, just the staff. They can't see the stones or necklaces.
No.
So they had a staff on my sending stone. Blimey. And you got out okay? They didn't see you, or you're not hurt or
A
anything?
griffin might have seen me, but it's fine.
And was there someone riding the griffin, or just the griffin?
Probably. I don't know. I saw the griffin looking at me, and I got the fuck out of there.
Allegedly. And I wink. And then
Zaga is
step off my sending
confused.
stone.
Fayward is obviously delirious with happiness over getting her stone back.
Yeah. As the Shadow is like, so this is the famous Red Hoods.
Oh yeah, we brought a stranger in here again. Didn't Viper say not to do that?
I believe they've been trying to get a hold of me for a little while, so maybe we'll be.
Well,
okay.
if you'd answered the sending stone, we wouldn't have had this problem. Or, been arrested or prisoned. Prisoned is the right word. And I stand by prison.
Imprisoned?
That also works, but prisoned is how the cool people say it, Zaga.
Of course.
Zaga looks confused and isn't sure if he's cool or not.
Yeah. Shadow Rider also looks confused because you definitely should be thinking about Bo, who has been here already. The Shadow Rider definitely has not been here before or had a sending stone.
Speaking of, how is Bo? How is Bo doing?
And the
Yeah,
other
the other
druid
druid as well.
The other druid is not looking as good, but is back to is moving himself around. Looks very shocked. Has like the proper PTSD. I'm dealing with shock right now, and can just about sit very still. It looks like they're on the verge of maybe puking. Bo is feeling a little bit more sprightly.
I'll be near him in case he snuffs it.
You can, yeah. I'm thinking your soul. You're like a fucking evil Santa Claus. I was writing a note and I just wrote kills and that was it. Perfect. So yeah, the other druid is there and alive. Bo is, because of the temporary hit points and for all the healing that went in, is still beaten, but I mean, magical healing in a fantasy game, right? So he has a lot of health, which is good. He's feeling pretty good, but you can see there are bruises, and he has taken. You can see he's taken a beating and taken some. It looks like some either torture or, likely he's been.
There may be
hit
some mental
and
trauma there.
there's some stuff in there, but he looks relieved to be back and is in a much better place than the other guys. But he's just sat taking a rest. Like, that was a stressful. He was in a cage. Then you guys have rattled in. Then he's been knocked out. Then he's woken up. Then he's been knocked out. Then you're like taking him through tunnels. He's back somewhere that he does recognize, and it's just a bit like. But yeah, the Shadow Rider is obviously more sprightly.
Zaga will go over to the bar area and say, "I know it's late, but do you have any kind of food lying around?"
There is some food left out. It's just like left out from the dinner service. There's no one at the bar. Like, the whole area is, the people are moving to do stuff. So you can pull some dry biscuits and some crackers and stuff.
Pile a bunch of stuff on a plate and bring it over and put it in front of the two elves that were in captivity.
Yeah, nice. I suppose, like, thank you. And he's like, I can't remember. Did we even name the other elves? I don't think we did.
No.
Why don't we had somebody to do create food and water? Oh, we've got loads of rations as well.
Yeah, you got
Well, there's Stinky, there's Smelly, there's Pongy.
No,
that's the other elves,
yeah,
not these
the
elves.
These are the good elves. But no, this one. Oh no, they are both elves.
His name's Dave.
They're half elves. His name's Lennon. They call him Len. He's like, hey Len, eat up, buddy. And he's like, just looks at him. You can see just like the widest
He's
eyes.
Scouse?
He's not Scouse, no, because he's from this place, which is not the real world. Don't make me kill you. As he eats, and Bo takes some food, takes some water, slows down, tries not to like slows Len, the other druid, from like eating too much and going through too quickly, as they are. Take some time to themselves. Available for questions, but obviously need a bit of time. As you guys are there, what is your plan for?
I'm going to take out the headband that
Mm-hmm.
I found and spend some time while waiting for Bo and that to recover fully. Spend some time examining
Yep.
my new headband.
Oh, Vaughn's got a fancy.
While he does
headband.
that, I will cast Identify on the staff.
Nice. Cool. So the staff is a staff of Python. He says, I literally had the list. I've scrolled away from it.
Yeah, pet snake or
Staff
Kind
of the
of
Python.
staff of the Python. Oh god, sorry.
If it's an extra part, I think Faywin should have it.
thank you, Arthur.
I said that out of character.
Just
Thank you.
making sure I get the legacy version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm dying. I'm alive. I'm dead. Yes. Staff of Le Python. But yeah, if you want to, you can take an hour. If you're going to take an hour to look at the headband and he wants to do a short rest, you can do a short rest. Roll hit die if you want to get yourself set. It is late into the night, so it's up to you whether you want to just take the night, take your long rest now, and wait to see what's happened, or hang around and wait for Viper and some of the Red Hoods to come back, find out what's going on above, go upstairs and look at what's going on above yourself. Your choice. Dealer's choice.
Is there like a pillbox where we can like see what's going on? Like a hole in the floor.
No, there's a pub upstairs that you can go just upstairs and put your head outside.
Ooh. I think I want to stay up personally, just to see what's going on, because there's been lots of chaos, and whilst I probably need a rest, you know,
I'll stay up a short rest will do, mate.
you can have a beer to celebrate.
I will stay up. I'll still get my 4 hours eventually, but I'll stay up as long as I can to push that.
Yeah.
Same.
Nice. So,
Can I please check one thing? Sorry, just before you do the things.
Mhm.
If I'm gonna write, can I copy out scrolls to learn them, or do I have to buy scrolls? Like, if I have a spell scroll,
I think you
And I
destroy
learn
it,
it.
copying it into your spell book, don't you?
got it. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted to check.
I think there might be a gold cost associated
Yeah.
with that. though.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Perfect. Thank you.
Yes. Nice.
So you're on 2 exhaustion as well, so it's -2.
Oh yeah. Anyone that got knocked down takes an exhaustion.
I'm so tired.
Oh,
You're doubly tired, aren't you?
You are doubly tired. Yeah, with a long rest.
Here's a
Zagreus
question.
and, oh, sorry.
As Faywin gets 4 hour long rest, does that mean she can have 2 long rests, both bits of exhaustion?
No, I don't think you can long rest twice in the same 24-hour period.
That's crap. I do that all the time. It's called having a nap.
That's not a nap, though,
On
is
the
it? If you
no,
sleep
no,
16
like
hours in
having
24.
when I'm hungover, I sleep and then I wake up and then I nap for like 6 hours in the afternoon and then I wake up into dinner time.
That's good. You're probably still a little bit exhausted, though.
So what you're saying is Faye needs to get pissed so she can have 2
Yeah.
sleeps.
I'll just take one. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah.
Zaga
Take
will
one off.
take the staff of the Python, put it on the table, and say, "You guys can have this if you want. I think Arder, Bonbon, it might suit one of you. I'm going to sleep."
As he says that, I kind of like get out my hammer and get out my whip and I shrug. Because I'm like, I've got weapons.
What does the staff do again?
It's the staff of the Python. You can look it up, but it requires attunement by a cleric, druid, or warlock. So
I don't think I do.
It's a snake. I think
if none of you want it, then leave it, and I'll sell it.
It's a quarterstaff that does a bit more damage, and can turn into a snake.
No, in that case, no, not for me.
I will take it for now.
You just don't want me to sell it.
I might sell it myself. No, I'm going to take it. I can take it for now.
Yeah, I've removed it from my inventory now. And I will go for a long rest. I don't care about staying up like these others. We've achieved our objective for the day. I'm good.
Nice. Cool. So those of you that are staying up can go up, and your best lookout point will be going up through the pub. The pub itself has been shut and it's barred, but you can watch from the windows what's going on. They decided it was safer not to have anyone coming in, so they just are letting Red Hoods in when they're coming in. But other than that, just watching what's going on. You can see there's a bit of damage. Good, like the people that are rushing through. There's a little bit of damage, a little bit of like rioting going on as people are moving through. But mainly just the mass of people in the streets as they are essentially jeering and cheering the removal of the elves. They are parading. You see a few times when they have like the bodies, and they are parading some of the bodies through. You can see some of them just have the armors. There's people walking around with like some of the big swords or just chest plates where they've just ripped apart. They got very feral, but that's because where the pub is based as well is from the north, so you can just see this funnel of people that are still coming down. And that carries on for a couple of hours as it gets quieter and quieter. Just a few more of them that are left around. As you can see, the Red Hoods that kind of pass in and out and pass by you just in general conversation, a lot of them out there are just checking that the Red Hood operations don't get hit. So they're whilst they're a thieves guild, they kind of operate a bit of a like protection racketeering. So if there is any rioting and stuff going on, the Red Hoods are in there pretty quickly to shut it down. In different ways. Some of that might be just like little poisons, little sleep potions, little just knocking people out. So there's a few people that just put to sleep about the place rather than going in there like clubs and beating people. But they look after to make sure that the Redvant itself doesn't suffer too much once this starts to die down. But it does look like you can see that wherever there were elves and wherever there were people there, that you can see that they have been, the common folk in a lot of the areas have been parading through their trophies. There's probably going to be a hell of a lot of shields, swords and feather hats flying around for sale over the next coming weeks as people realise they can't do shit with them and need to get rid of them. But the Red Hoods are out there just keeping it controlled in areas to make sure like nothing gets set on fire, no shops get completely destroyed and run out, no one's stealing from all the blacksmiths that are there. Like they're just making sure that some of the other areas are kept down. But yeah, as you watch that happen, watch through, you get the kind of the backwards and forwards and people as it starts to clear down. The last of the Red Hoods that come in were making sure that the north was cleared, that they that was a bit of damage to the rink, to the arena, the Red Hood arena, and there was a lot of bloodshed up there. But otherwise, that the building was all secure and they were starting to make their way back in as everything dies down. And the sun starts to come up for the next day. So yeah, take your short rest if you want a short rest, take your long rest if you want a long rest. If there's anything you guys want to do during that evening or talk to people, then please let me know. Otherwise, we can move forward to the morning.
Did we see Viper come back in at any point?
You wouldn't have seen Viper. Wouldn't travel in and out through the pub. She would, if you could have asked to see her, then yeah, early in the morning she'll be available to speak to you guys.
I just want to get her to see Bo and that as well. Just to,
Bo.
They
yeah,
wanted to
they
kind
need
of
rest.
put them anywhere to keep an eye on them in case anything else had happened to them.
Okay. So Bo, I would have assumed you guys would have put Bo and Len into that shared bunk area that you guys stay in anyway, because they would have just been like exhausted. Like once their adrenaline then kicks off, even Bo himself, they've had a bit of food, the adrenaline's kicked off, they're just now feeling pain. They would just want sleep. So
It's just in case Viper wanted anyone to keep an eye on them,
right,
just as they have been held captive.
Yeah. You know. No, they're a little bit loosey-goosey, to be fair, the Redheads at the moment, as they're moving around. I think as she comes back and it comes around to the early part of the morning, she's been told where you guys are, that as the sun comes up, as you would be getting into like the 5-6 in the morning, your sleeps would have been enough. You would have got your 8 hours just about, those taking long rests, that Viper would have been looking to call you guys in to discuss what happened and what happens next.
Okay. The headband is... Did I work out
Yeah. With an hour, with spending an hour with it would give you enough as to, because you can put it on and be like, what does it do, instead of cast and identify straight off. So yeah, you can attune to the headband.
Is taking a short rest enough to stave off exhaustion, or do I have to take a long rest?
Long rest.
Okay, I'll long rest then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see once it starts to die down and go through. Yeah, we don't have to be too specific with the time, but it would be that as you see the crowd start to die down, that nothing else is going to kick off. Seemingly nothing's going to kick off more tonight, and the Red Hoods have the crowd control piece under control. You just staying up to either watch it and see what's going on, or you go and take your rests. But yeah, you'll all be within that shared bunk room where Bo and Len are completely wiped out. Wicked. So yeah, there's another question the bitch you want to do. For then morning time comes, you can see that there are still movements, still the Red Hoods running around on different shifts, but there is breakfast has popped out. There's a few more people in here grabbing stuff as you awake. And Viper sends someone to call for you guys to meet her in the round room to discuss the next stage. Are you all going to the meeting, and are you taking... the Shadow Rider will stay up all night with you guys that stay up, or those that stay up, and keep an eye on what's going on. Doesn't seem to need to sleep.
Hey. Interesting. Yeah, I'd go to the meeting. I'm going to use one of my wild shapes when I wake up to kick off the amulet again. I have to put one in tonight to kick it off.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll use one of my uses of that to kick that off again.
Nice.
Zach will wake up and get breakfast, and yeah, if there's a meeting, he'll go and just sit in the corner quietly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Big round room.
What
in
day
that,
is it?
Car thing.
So I can work it 7
Oh,
days.
yeah. I was like, the 17th of March. It is the day 43. Is it 7 days?
Yeah, 7 days. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the day 50.
Can you use other wild shape charges to speed up the process? Or?
No, you just put one in to kick it off. That's it.
I don't know if you saw it. It's pretty fucking powerful when you can just be scorpions.
Oh, it is very. But, I just wondered after you said that about kicking off and whether I could charge it up a bit more. No.
Otherwise, every fight's going to be you guys with scorpions. We'll just save up all the fights. We'll do them in 7 days, right? Yeah? Okay, cool. We're going to... Scorpions! Like fucking shit is Power Rangers. Yeah, you are on day 43, week 7. Let me just make sure I write that down as well. I've marked it on my timeline sheet as well.
Okay.
I thought it was today. Nice. Cool. So you wake up, you grab some breakfast, grab some foods. Bo, Len is still out cold, so Bo suggests that he stays as Bo will join you. Shadow Rider is there to join you as well, to find out what needs to happen, if he needs to do anything, if there's any information he can give, as the Red Hoods have been trying to find out who he was and what's going on. So it's a very cramped round room. This isn't a big room. It's just like a round room that's carved out of the kind of underground that's here, with a big round table. There's probably just enough chairs to get in there. Some of you might be best standing just for space purposes, but you will squeeze in as Viper is there, looking tired this morning. Doesn't look like she has had time to rest yet. As she welcomes you all in. You are all looking sprightly this morning. That seems like a successful night's ventures.
You're not.
No.
But I imagine for good reason.
Yes. I mean, there was...
brush up the mess we made.
We were hoping that we were going to get the people going, and they really got going. We spent a lot of time just trying to make sure we had a city to wake up to this morning. But I'm told that... Where did you leave the head?
I stuck it in the road, so it will be...
On the way in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was like, I heard there was a presented head of Sylvanas to show the people. I think it scared them more than it riled them up, but it definitely will put the fear into the elves, and we are watching those at the border on the border forest to see what their move is next. A good amount of them were taken out.
That was the hope, trying to scare them to avoid them coming back into town and hopefully disappearing completely.
They'll be regrouping definitely after that. Those that were left behind after it all kicked off at the death run were in the majority taken down by the people of Redvant. They really caused to armed on that one. And we're going to have to go out there and find where all those armors and shields ended up, just to check that we can melt them down, use them for something useful. But yeah, it seemed to really work. But we need to keep an eye on them because that was a big blow. But they are definitely still around, and I believe my Red Hoods that followed you out from the camp last night, there were still some elves that made it back. So we just need to be prepared.
We do. But we may want to turn our attention to the other thing that we noticed before on the edge of town, the pile of bodies, the mould,
Yes,
whatever it was by the water.
We 100%. This is what I was going to brief you on this morning as well. It seems that whatever happened or whatever has been going on has kicked off whatever plans been played. The river is running not its normal colour, shall we say. Whatever has happened there has been released in some form. We're getting some odd reports from the beer port of. The something is definitely odd. We definitely need to look into whatever is happening there. The river is running an odd colour, and the water that was, we believe, tainted is now 100% undrinkable, which gives us an even bigger problem when that is our primary drinking water source. So, yes, if we are rested and you guys are looking a bit more sprightly, that might be one to turn our attention to. Yes, we've had some reports of some strange behaviours from those that are closest to that source. So it doesn't never rains, but it pours, hey?
Are the pirates still blockading? Or have they learned of this? Do we know?
I have no idea. We haven't had any feedback from Zindar, other than that they were under the same protection that we had. We were trying to stop people ruining any ships or taking any ships out. We managed to keep all the transport ships in, so we didn't test whether the pirate blockade was still in place. From seeing from the shore, we can see the ships are still there, but we didn't try and test with any transport ships. We had apparently Zindar had quite a bit of fun trying to stop people sailing out into more trouble after yesterday's events. There was a mixed reception. Some called to arms, others tried to flee the city as quick as they could. So we know some have left Redvant. But yes, as far as we're aware, the pirate blockade is still there. They did not move in, which means we think they maybe were not working with the elves because they did not come to any call to arms to help them, which is, well, bloody useful. So that's a positive. As she kind of looks around and she's like, sees the Shadow Rider there. And I believe you found our friend the Shadow Rider. As she kind of stands up to introduce herself, and Thalior takes her hand. As she notices the undead nature of his, or the strange texture of his skin, as he kind of offers his service. If there's anything I can do to help, I am here to protect the people that we have clearly let down. So my daggers are yours, Viper. She nods, looks at you guys. So, do we need to debrief on the events? Did we tie up any loose ends? Is there anything we need to worry about? I understand that you managed to recover Bo and another druid that we can speak to find out any more information. Do we need to question them quarantine them? How safe are we feeling with the activities that are going on?
Well, there was this thing that came out of the wall of the place they were held in.
Nice.
They themselves, I mean, obviously, extremely tired and worn down. They don't. I mean, from first glance, they don't seem like they're affected in any way by the death bloom. But obviously, that we may have to do more examinations and just to make sure of that, and maybe questioning them would be a good idea now that they've had some rest.
Yeah, we can.
Well, we've seen how the plants have had effects on people before, and that room was covered in plants growing from the walls, and that thing came out of it. So I think that's the safest thing to do.
Well, we did say the death bloom was here twice.
Well, we assumed that the death bloom was actually there though. So making his way out of the forest, or in.
I mean, some manifestation of it, yes.
And he was strong. He was really strong. Not strong enough for these babies, though.
His head looked like
Are
the
you
death bloom when I
say
saw
that?
it in my dreams.
He does seem to be getting stronger as well from when we faced him before.
Well, if we can keep let's see what the elves do. We need to try and keep the city safe. We might be the first port of call, the first line of defense against it moving from the forest out. So anything we can do here to help will be useful, and making sure that we can get all information from Bo and Thalior here will be useful in keeping ourselves safe. We have the keys to the Silent Dagger Inn, as she kind of like reaches from a dossier of information she has and throws them over. I thought it might be a nice base of operation for you all.
Oh, back to where we began.
We have not done anything with it yet, so if you want to get yourself and Bo set up there, because I'm assuming it's not going to be safe to set up in Oldbridge whilst there are still some elves around, please feel free to use that for as long as is required. Get yourself set up there. That keeps you with a base of operations that is separate from the Red Hoods. We can keep our purposes separated, which is useful. I know you will need to report back to the Druids, so we will do all we can to help there, and hopefully Bo will be able to send back the good regards that the people of Redvant are here to help.
Viper, you said the water was infected and that was your source. Have you got people here that can conjure water and food for you and your Red Hoods?
We do not. We have some supplies and some stocks. Well, luckily, the beer port is a huge distillery, so we have huge vats of water already prepared, but we only have a matter of days before that starts to run down and the people's rioting turns maybe on the rest of the city itself. So anything we can do over the next, as soon as possible to clear whatever's going on would be useful. But if you have ability to...
In the meantime, yes, but I think Bo and the other druid could be put to good use for that.
Even whilst they're still a little weak, it might be worth getting them to do that so you at least have some sort of backup stock.
We need to, yes, try and keep... yes.
No, it'd be nice for them to have a little project after everything that's happened.
Supposed to be looking after you when you go into the forest.
Give them a day.
Oh, give her a day, she says. She just like, get in the fucking kitchen. You feeling all right? Get a kitchen, mate. Make some water. Fuck you know.
I spat my drink out. Jesus.
Okay, lovely. So we will get that ready. You have the keys to the Silent Dagger. That is your base of operations. We'll get your stuff moved from there. We haven't been able to recover anything from the Old Bridge site yet, which I believe is where a lot of the Druids' goods were taken. We'll keep an eye on the campment to keep signs of any movements, and of course can start to put in motions to to have those discussions with Zindar about the pirate blockade. Still a few plates spinning. But glad we got through that. That was an ambitious plan, but all in all, a successful one. Is there
Everybody
anything
in
else?
the town played their part.
Yeah, we really got them going. Apparently that kobold band had them all drummed up and ready to rip people's, rip them limb from limb.
They were excellent, Viper. They saved my life.
Well, that is good to hear.
I do have a question.
Yes?
Because I can't remember, because it's been a few weeks. No, this is out of character.
Yeah.
Was I aware that Callum was in the stadium? Did I see it? Because I failed my perception check.
Yeah, you failed. You weren't aware he was there until the very end when he turned up and was like right in front of you. Yeah.
And then
So
you spoke to him, I think. Well, you
I think I ignored him, but yeah.
Well, no, he gave you your power to your hammer.
Oh yeah, of course he did. Oh no, we had a heartfelt moment. I just did it quietly. I remember now. Any word on a small dwarf? Just wondering.
I should be like, not that we. Is there someone you need us to track and find?
No. He's old enough and ugly enough to look after himself. I was just wondering. Like, these things happen. You don't see many dwarfs around here.
Nudge Arthur, be like, you can ask for help, Arthur.
Yeah, but there's nothing to talk to him about. I just wondered if he was still about.
He's disappeared off into the sunset. No one that we are keeping track of, but as you went out and came back. Okay, cool. She's like, no, there's no dwarf that we are. If there's someone you need us to find, then we're good at that. So please do let us know. But there are a few dwarfs in Redvant, and they're all kind of old.
Even the young, I feel like you're just saying that because all dwarfs look old.
Yeah, maybe.
No, that's fine. Okay. Ignore I said anything.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go. I'm going to stand in the corner. Oh well, not in the corner, by a wall, leaning, and I'm going to remove the dirt from underneath my nails.
Nice. So, the information we have on the river Pile is that close to the entrance into the city, where the river rejoins the city before it leaves, it passes through, past the beer port where we siphon off the water, where a lot of the pipe work runs for the water system that we use, the rudimentary one we have here in Redvant. Apologies, got a little cold. That is the closest point to finding the power. I believe you saw it from the inside of Redvant anyway. It is far enough away. We hope that we can disturb the site or clear whatever is there without disturbing the rest of the Elven Guard at Old Bridge. But if we need a distraction there just to keep them busy, we can also look at something for that as well, because we don't have to deal with more elves and brutes turning up than we need. So is there anything you need from us before we part ways? I need to set the rest of the teams in motion again.
I mean, a distraction would be good. They without Sylvanas there, they may well be in a bit of disarray. So they, as long as they don't have a central focus, there are a few things dotted around. They will not know what to do.
We hope.
Falior kind of leans in. He's like, they are well-trained guards, so even without maybe the necessary direction of Sylvanas, these are the elite elves of Eden. So they're definitely capable soldiers, and they are not necessarily. They won't necessarily be so dumbfounded without a leader there, but I can definitely help with any distractions that are required if I seem to know them best. And I do believe without Sylvanas, they will struggle to create any more of these brutes. So at least we know the problem will be limited, hopefully, to just the elven force.
If we can get rid of the griffins, that's their major advantage gone.
We can do some stuff.
Do you know, Valio, how many griffins they had at the camp?
No, I didn't spend a lot of time at the camp before I was... what is the word for it? Tortured, turned, and had to flee. So, no, unfortunately, I was not privy to the plans other than Sylvanas taking charge of my guard force, replacing them, and turning most of my men into the brutes that you see. But they are no longer my men, unfortunately.
So these transformations and Sylvanas taking control, was that all done at the camp itself, or was this back in Eden?
In Eden, when we returned to Eden, I believe the Death Bloom was already starting to take hold there. It took us a few days to travel back through the forest, and we were obviously very careful to avoid anything that was coming in. But once we fled from, once we were called, from the border force back to Eden to protect the homeland, I believe it was already too late. By the time we arrived, Sylvanas and some of the other higher-ups had already started to have their fears of protection amplified, I believe, by the Death Bloom, and those of us that spoke up were quickly hushed or worse. So all I know is that some additional power was clearly granted. Something was used. The transformation, the essentially murdering of fellow elves to turn them into these brutes and make them controlled beasts was something that we were not able to do before. So is all in the Death Bloom's capabilities and was used. I think there was a bigger problem for Eden with the Death Bloom.
Yes, it sounds so. As it stands, Eden has effectively fallen to the Death Bloom.
I would not be going to Eden, yes.
Okay.
But their whole, the feeling, the thought, the fear that they have been working on was, up until the attacks here, was about protecting Eden. So something clearly has changed with the Bloom if he is now pushing out further and using the Elven Force as attack dogs to take more land. That is something a little newer, but yeah, some of us tried to make it here to protect the people and hold up our oath as the border patrol.
I mean, yes, from my conversation with Sylvanas, it sounds as though the plan is for the Death Bloom to spread and spread and spread and take over everything it can. So it doesn't surprise me that Eden was just the first step of this plan, and getting as many of us on side all leads to the bigger plan of taking over everywhere.
Mm. Yes, and we've seen now multiple different abilities for the Death Bloom to take hold of people that are free thinking and maybe tuning them more to their will. So the jump from plant to humanoid seems to have been made. Just to add to the problems. But if we need to distract elves, I can make myself of service. I have nothing else to do but to try and fend back and protect Redvant as much as I can from whatever is coming from Eden. I'm growing quite fond of Redvant.
Yes, that definitely would be appreciated.
So, yeah, and he says, so, Viper, if you need me to lead or to work with any of your Red Hoods, then please do let me know. Otherwise, I shall be available wherever is required, whether it be here at the Red Hoods or with you at the Silent Dagger. Just let me know.
It's nice to have you with us.
I wish it was under nicer circumstances.
Maybe when it's all over.
Oh, we could go for drinks. I hear there's this really good place. Last time we were there was this this kobold band that were playing. They were really good. Best kobold band I've ever heard.
They're not that good.
They sound really good.
If you
Actually,
that
wait,
kind
wasn't
of
it your
thing.
brothers?
Yeah, the less talented ones in the family.
I don't
See,
know,
this is why you're a
the
solo
way-
act. You just
The
can't
way
get
their
on with
music
people.
got those people going.
Yes.
Well, the people here are simple, you know.
Hey.
You're my favourite kobold, Saga. As I jingle.
Damn right I am.
It's in my pocket.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I've got a question, Herb.
Yep.
A spellcasting focus. An instrument that I have proficiency with is a spellcasting focus.
Yep.
So my Wargone shield is a spellcasting focus.
Yep.
I'm assuming because of how powerful it is, but I just want confirmation. Is it more valuable than 1,000 gold pieces?
The shield, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
No, just because
You're going to try and sell it.
no, I'm looking at scrying, and it says I need a focus worth at least 1,000 gold pieces
Yeah.
to cast it.
Yeah.
So my shield is
the
something I can use for that.
Yep.
Only we had a staff.
We don't need a staff. We've got a spell.
We've got it now. Let's just read it on the thing. Okay, cool. So Thalior, with his well, no, he can hang around for the rest of it. I suppose he's got nowhere else to fucking be. He ain't got a fucking job now. I can't ruin no fucking death runs now, aren't there? We have a rough plan. Is there anything you need from myself before I start moving the people around? You have the keys to the Silent Dagger, so feel free to stay here or stay there, wherever is best suited for your purposes. Like we say, that is yours to do with as you please, but I believe you need a base of operations for whatever is to come with the Druids, the reason you turned up here in the first place. And then we can look into, once Zindar has the harbour under control, bringing him in again to go through what we might want to do with the pirates on the board. But I think we may need to make sure the city is secure first before we do anything else. So if you can investigate, we've sent some of the Red Hoods down already early this morning to try and stop what we can of the water being used across the city, to shut off the pipework that runs through to some of the communal wells and taps. But we still need to deal with that problem.
We will looking to see exactly what we can do.
Perfect. And then up to you if you want to speak to the Druid yourself and garner some information with one of our Red Hood colleagues there just to take notes, or you want us to do the questioning, then please do let me know.
It may be best to leave the questioning to you for now, while we can go and investigate. Let's get this solved as quickly as possible. I mean, Bo knows you. Bo knows he can trust you, so...
Yeah. Perfect. Right, we'll get those Druids up to full health then. I'll put my nicest operatives on it. And good luck. It's interesting out there. We managed to keep the damage down to a minimum, but the north of the city was hit a little bit more than the south, so you should be fine if you're going south. But just be careful. We know the elves are still in operation, so don't bite off more than you can chew.
I wonder if we ever bit enough more than we can chew.
I think maybe every time, but you've always swallowed in the end. Giggity.
Excuse me, this is a PG show. Can you please not do that?
Yeah, it's
I say in character.
it's been a stressful day. Lovely. So I will get people moving. Thalia, if you come with me, I'll set you up with with some of our more stealthy characters, so we can talk about how we might create enough of a distraction. If you guys can let me know when you're planning to make a move on this site, we can coincide a distraction to try and get a count of the elves, and also just make sure their attention is elsewhere.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes.
Lovely. Well, good work. It was quite an audacious plan, and it seemed to have gone almost exactly as we all described. So that's a first.
I mean, as we said when we first met you, we don't usually do plans well, but we get everything done as it needs to be done by the end of it. So, end results is what matters, and that's what we've got out of this so far.
Mm-hmm. Keep working like that. Right, good luck, and I will speak to you all, I'm sure. I mean, every bloody day. So have fun. So.
Yes.
Ushes you out, she leaves. She takes Thadior with you. She can leave you guys in the room, actually. Takes Thadior with her as the Shadow Rider kind of tips his cap to you and gets led off to go and find his own small little platoon of Red Hoods who will be making up plans to essentially distract the guard force and get a rough count of how many are left, what the situation is in Oldbridge. It's like 6, 7 in the morning. What do you guys want to do?
We head to the Silent Dagger first. Yeah. Set up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then decide how we're going to approach this.
Yep. Nice.
Plan.
No, not plan. Just figure out how you're going to approach it. It's a very different thing.
That sounds like a plan.
I think we'll walk. We'll approach it that way.
You guys. Nice. Yeah, you can make your way down. So yeah, you can walk. Walk to the Silent Dagger if you want through the city. You can see out as the sun is out. There are not a lot of people, but a few are out. A few people clearing the area, clearing any debris around. There's a few people washing, trying to just wash away some of the grime and the blood that's been poured around. A few areas where you can see there's like bits of there's like green feathers and green stuff that's been like strewn away, where the hats that had the plumes in have just been like ripped out somewhere along the line. They're there. You find a few of the capes, the green and cream coloured capes that have been ripped in parts that are dropped in certain areas. So there's a few of the local folk that are out trying to clean up the area, trying to get things going again this morning, but not a huge amount of people, as it's still quite early as you make your way through Redvant. The further south you get, the less chaotic it is, the more to normal life. As you come to the bottom part of where the kind of commercial-ish, the business-ish district stuff is, where all the pubs and all the blacksmiths, all the shops are, and right at the most southerly point of that is where the Silent Dagger sits, just before it gets into the slums. As you find yourself in front of the Silent Dagger, looks boarded up, shut up, locked, not been open for a while. Outside, all the shrubbery and stuff is overgrown that's there, but the key fits the lock. You open up and are greeted with the Silent Dagger, the pub where you had multiple meetings, fights, all those many weeks. Actually, it's a few weeks ago now. We're into week 7, so
Of where we murdered a bunch of minions.
you murdered
chopping them up and putting them in.
Not me.
oh yeah. This is the first time. Oh, it wouldn't be the first time. You would have probably been here before, but yeah, you definitely didn't chop up the people and put them in the water, which is
I
fine.
don't know what you're talking about. Never done that.
It was
Suppress that memory.
actual war crime. Nice. So yeah, you make it in. It is dusty as hell, but it is yours to set up however you want. There are rooms here. There's the downstairs areas, which were where one of them led through to the warehouse, and the other one was just a storage area. All of it has been cleared. You can see there's still tables and chairs, so they've left a lot of the pub stuff in here, but everything that was inside that was kind of like useful has been taken out. So you just have basic furniture and bits. But there are beds, there are some like linens you can find and stuff. So you have a homestead in Redvant.
Hey, Bonbon, does this mean you're not staying at the Druids Grove anymore?
Yes, it does, Saka.
Can we change the name?
So what?
I don't know. The Whispering Eye.
100% no.
That sounds dirty.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Don't know what you're on about.
Is that like a pirate term?
I guess so.
Nice. What do you want to do? You have the pub. You won't. The Druids will still be at the Red Hoods for now, so you haven't brought them here to get set up. But at some point, you can set them up here, and this is where Bo and Old Len can operate out of for Druid business. What you wanna do next?
Hey, Faywin.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything that belonged to Andriel? Did she give you anything?
Heartache.
Friendship.
Friendship.
I did have a stack of papers, but I don't know if we gave that in at Warhath. I think we might have done.
Wow, so she never gave you anything as a token of her friendship? Some friend she was.
I will give Faywin the... I'm pretty sure I kept hold of the envelope. Like, the actual envelope. I took the stuff out
Right,
of
it
it.
had Bryn and the heart on it.
It had Bryn
Didn't
on
have a heart on it.
I swear, I need
it.
to.
It had Bryn on it.
The little kiss.
But
Saga.
this was from Andriel, so...
Yeah, so, why?
Well, let's find out if she's really dead.
Why would she be dead? She went to Lake Morgana. That doesn't mean she's dead. And how would you find out that she's...
Give me the envelope.
I look longingly at the envelope.
Just an envelope.
That's all I have, and I don't even have it.
You didn't even have it.
Bond, you give it to Saga? Please give it to Saga. No.
So another question about scrying.
Yep.
So there's a wisdom saving throw from the target.
Yeah.
With modifiers depending on how well you know them.
Mm-hmm.
But it says if you know them secondhand, save modifier +5. If you're familiar with them, -5.
Mm-hmm.
Should that not be the other way round? If I'm familiar with them, it should
Yeah.
be harder for them to pass the saving throw, not easier.
Yeah.
So instead of my regular saving throw of 18, being familiar should make it a 23 saving throw.
Yes.
Okay,
Is
so-
it your... Yeah, they roll to save, don't they? Not you roll to
Yeah,
attack.
they
Yeah,
roll
yeah.
to save.
Yeah, that's weird. That's worded backwards.
Okay, so I'm familiar with Undreal, and if
Mhm.
I have the envelope, which is a possession, that's another -4, so that would be -9. So it would be a 27 saving throw if I try to scry on her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I
I'd
think
like
when
to
it
get down
says-
to this.
I think when it says save modifier, I think that's the modifier you apply once they've rolled their save to their roll, not the DC of the save.
I mean, it's the same thing, though, isn't it?
Well, I mean, that's why it's a minus rather than a plus, because
Oh, I get you.
it's a
Okay.
minus to their roll rather than a minus to the save.
Right, yeah.
But functionally, it's the same.
Yeah. Yeah, they could have worded it better.
Okay, I'm gonna use
Yeah.
my first 5th level spell with the
Oh, wow.
envelope to
I'm gonna-
scry
I
on
need- can
Undreal.
we
It
sit
takes
down?
me 10 minutes to cast it.
Yep.
So leave me alone for 10 minutes
Okay,
with
let's
the envelope.
sit. And
Let's
John will sit, and I'll hold his wing, and we will just wait.
You're just gonna wait staring at me for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's gonna make it harder to do.
And then to John, I'm like, why hasn't he done this before?
That's
She's
really
been missing
annoying.
For
Mm.
weeks.
Faywin, can you go and look at something else?
Okay, I've moved to the other side of the table, but slyly keep looking at him, but
Okay.
just a lot slyer.
Nice.
I turn my back to Faywin and
Yeah.
start the casting.
So Cool. You start the casting of that, 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I will find my stat block again. What the rest of you doing as you are here in the Silent Dagger? Any bits you want to go through? Stuff you want to check on? Twiddling your thumbs? Or you just want to roll forward?
I'm surprised Otter and Alter haven't tried to turn it into a boxing gym yet.
That's a good idea.
I feel like
Got a basement room.
far too much has gone on recently, and I'm not. I was too tired to just exhausted after the last few weeks
Tired to promote a fight.
to consider starting a franchise.
Otter's now thinking about getting a new manager.
Oh.
That's not what the contract says.
Yeah.
I hope you've got enough to pay out your contract.
There is no contract.
That's what you think.
So no, is what you were saying.
I write an illusionary script. My title was May Money if I ever decide to get a new manager.
Picture garment body. Okay. Oh wow. Thursday. Doesn't actually say. Where does it say what it actually does? Oh, there it goes. See and hear a particular creature. Yeah. See and hear.
This is so exciting.
Won't be when you find out she's dead.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, it doesn't fail straight away. You see and hear the creature within. You can see. What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? It's morning time. You can see Andriel is. I'll tell you what you see first, and if you want to see anything else, you can ask questions. Duration's 10 minutes. How long does it last for?
10 minutes.
Oh, it's 10 minutes cast time and duration 10 minutes. Nice, sweet. You can see Andriel is up. She is huddled around a very small fire and is cooking something. Around her, you can see a small bedroll and what seems to be like forest floor. So there is leaves around her. You can see some trees. You can see she was marked up, but it's only like a, whatever it is, 10-foot sphere or something, isn't it? Yeah, so you can't see outside of that. But around her, you can see that she's huddled up over this pot. You can see she's stirring something and cooking something in this morning, but is in what looks like a forest biome.
Over the course of the 10 minutes, do I hear her talking to anybody nearby or anything?
No, she is there, just seems to be like going rhythmically through what she's there. You can see that she looks not like dirty, but like she's been traveling. She looks. She doesn't look like she's been staying in a nice hotel, in a nice like hostel or bloody inns on the way. She looks like she's been traveling. This looks to be someone that is in like a survival mode. She is cooking something in a small fire with a small pack that's all built up, looking like she's been trekking or traveling. But
how does scrying work if somebody's wearing a head?
She'd be dead. So
If she
doesn't have any. She doesn't look any different. Her head is on her body. She is alive.
Can I see what she's cooking?
Just looks. It just looks to be some sort of like soup or stew. Like it's just a water base in a little tin. It's very like
She's definitely
camping.
not in a town or city like Lake Morgana.
No. She is definitely not in a city.
And the people on the boat that took her away are nowhere near. Okay.
She seems to be on her own. She looking. It's 10 foot, so it's very difficult. You can't. All you can see is that the floor around her is leaves. That there is her pack is close by, and she's cooking on a very small fire with one little cup that you can see. She's just like tending to as she's just kind of staring at it, but is in the 10-foot sphere that you can see around is sat completely alone in silence.
Okay.
She's sad. Does she look sad?
When the spell ends, I'll turn around and say, Well, Faywin, your friend's alive.
I knew she would. Where is she?
In a forest somewhere.
In a forest.
I described what I saw.
Sounds like a forest.
Does she look sad or does she look
I don't know. I can't tell with faces of tall creatures.
I whispered to Van, oh great, she's going to be insufferable now.
I kind of nod in agreement.
I feel like they're doing that out of character. Herb, could you please punish them for that? I feel like they're plotting.
It's both in and out of character.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, but she's in the forest. That's not.
If only she had a sending stone so you could talk to her.
Interesting. I am slightly concerned because my
I
knowledge
described
of...
that she looked like dirty-ish from traveling.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other forest other than the border one, right? So she's going to be
Probably
in or
forest all
around.
over. If you were to
Pardon?
assume she's probably in the forest that she'd be travelling through, yeah. But I mean, there are forests.
Maybe one of those other sending stones you found is the other end of one Andriel has.
Which sending stone?
You don't
When
know
I
there's
just
any
found one
stones.
on its own.
You don't.
The
They
ones
don't know
that
there's
are-
any other stones. Only
Yeah,
Zaga
what are
knows
you
the
talking
stones.
about?
Yeah, what are you talking
Stop
about?
ruining my immersion.
I haven't even identified those stones yet. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, that's quite troubling, but it's good to know. Thank you, Zaga. That's...
Yeah, I assumed she was going to be at the bottom of that pile over near the city.
Well, at least that's one thing I suppose that she isn't, but... She can't be safe where she is. I mean, we've seen what's happening. Interesting.
And she didn't look pale or anything or mouldy like the elves that we just killed.
No, she looked. She looked. Yeah, she looked like herself. She just looked like she'd been. She's dirty. She's been traveling. She's been trekking.
That answers that question.
Yeah.
Who else should we spy on?
How are you doing this, Saga? You don't appear to have spied. You've been spying this whole time.
No, if I could have done it before, I would have done it when we were looking for what's his name that stole the scrolls.
He's a spy.
You can
Haven't
spy on
told any
anyone.
of them. I haven't told any of them that I told the Dragonborn about the witch lady captain on the boat, have I?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. And that the Dragonborn are on their way.
No.
Okay.
No.
I am a
Maybe
spy.
other-
You are a spy, yeah.
Can you just spy on anyone that you like, or
I can try.
you can do that?
What
as
about
often
Jenny?
as you like?
Can you spy on Jenny?
Well, not today, but tomorrow I can try.
I don't know if it's a good idea to be spying on a hag just for fun. I mean,
Fucking hag stole my bagpipes.
mm,
I've transferred my hate from the turtle to the hag now.
Technically, your brothers sold the bagpipes for a gambling debt to the tall. But I mean, if we're
Yes,
just
I'm
in
still annoyed at
technicality,
them as well.
they did also really help yesterday. So yeah, swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, they're still dicks.
Run to the family.
You can spy on your brothers.
Why do I want to watch those idiots?
I know,
I learn how to play good music.
you are cheeky today, man.
Zaga is very close to casting Dissonant Whispers on Bumble.
Do it. Do it.
Anyway, what are we doing?
What are you doing?
Well, we need to tackle this pile that's infecting the water.
We also need to kill that water witch.
Oh yeah, the witch boat lady. Sure, yeah. Nothing's gonna happen to her.
I mean, she's a pirate, Zaga. She'll have treasure.
But we don't have a boat.
Ooh.
Herbs had a thought.
No, I did because we didn't. You had a soul when you went to sleep last night,
Yes.
so that would have been taken from you, which meant you would have had a wisdom saving throw. I wrote it down and then clicked off the page.
Okay.
To when you have, it's more to. Oh, why did I even do the saving throw rounds? I wrote it down. Hang on. For you to garner information, but the DC is affected by the number of souls you give over. So yeah, give me a wisdom saving throw.
A straight one or with like a saving one?
Yeah, your saving one. Your actual wisdom saving throw.
Saving, it'll be 17 then.
17, nice.
Sorry, 18, it's gone up now.
Oh, nice. So yeah, that's high enough because the having a soul, the number of souls you give away lowers the DC, but with one soul is still enough. 18. So as you sleep at night, you feel so this thing, you are now used to it as it happens. That as you collect souls during the day, if they're not used, your patron is taking them back for you. That is you're used to the patron to keep you with your magical power. As you're starting to understand this, as you sleep at night, there is a part where you almost have this nightmare where the soul is extracted from your body and sent and like absorbed up by your patron. At that point, providing you have the saving throw, you can ask a question to your patron. If you want to think about it because I forgot about it until just now. So, but just so you're aware, you have a question that can be answered.
Yeah, I'll have a little think.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I wrote it down.
The patron what it's wearing.
If you do that, you're good. I can't wait for you to. What are you wearing? That was funny. In the I cast Eldritch Blast. Nothing comes out. A fart comes out your hand. Sweet. So that's why I was just looking through and I was like, oh shit, I wrote down that and I forgot to do it. So yeah, your soul, that soul has been extracted as you start the day fresh. You're feeding up the patron. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
So what are we supposed to do about this mound anyway?
I mean, I guess investigate it and destroy it or move it away from the walls or whatever we can do to stop it.
I'm not touching that thing, not unless you get me some gloves.
Did any of them actually see it, or was it just through John's eyes? I feel like it was just John's eyes, no?
It was you through John's eyes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You're the only one that's seen it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to check before I start being sassy. You didn't see how big that thing was.
That's what she said.
I mean, if I just completely disregard Zaga's stupid comment.
Of course.
If
Makes sense.
If you saw it, like we said about whether we set it on fire, we were talking fireball after fireball after fireball to do that thing. So it's not going to be an easy feat. And if the elves are still riding around and they're going to be in disarray, we need to have a think about how we're going to do it.
Well, that's why we need to be able to get up and investigate it closer to see if we can spot any way to attack this.
What if it becomes like that awful little wizard shit? Awful little wizard boy. And he became that awful thing. What if it...
Well, that thing yesterday just came out and molded on the wall.
Anything
could come out of this pile.
Either way, it has to be destroyed. This stopping the water supply to the city.
I feel like that's probably something we need to stop.
Exactly. There's only so long that we can have Bo and Len doing druid magic to provide water and food to the city. It's not gonna, and it's not sustainable.
Why just Bo and Len? Why can't you help? Are you a real druid?
Did you enjoy your time as a scorpion, Zaga?
Not really.
I did.
Pick me.
When Arthur agrees with Von Vam for doing something to help the city, I'd just like to place the back of my hand on his forehead and just do a medicine check. See if he has a fever.
Can I do a deception check? No, I'm joking. No.
Oh, I only rolled a 6.
Oh,
Are you sweating or?
always.
No.
mean, it's a tiefling. He runs hot the whole time, right?
I just, ever since Callan blessed my weapon, I feel like I should probably get more in tune with, my faith. I wake up feeling stronger, and I fear if I don't, then I won't feel stronger for much longer.
Wait,
Oh,
you're
so
religious?
It's selfish. Got it. Your selflessness is selfish.
There's no such thing as altruism, Fayward.
Okay.
Altruism?
Altruism. It's been invented.
I didn't know you were religious.
I point at the religious symbol, very, very small on my shield.
I squint.
Did you not see me do those funerals? I've done like 3 in like the last month.
Oh,
That's
I
a
thought you
record.
just liked doing funerals.
I suppose funerals are my stage, yeah. A bit like how taverns are yours. Little less happy though, do I have to say.
A little bit less dancing as well.
Did you not see my performative dance at the last one?
Can't say that I did.
I'm thinking
All right,
back,
so
I
this
didn't.
town is big and we can't just fireball it, is what you're saying.
We can go and investigate it. It may also be worth having a think that if this thing is giving off a stink like the elves, whether that could poison us. So I don't know if anyone's got any ideas around that.
Seems like a question for Al the chemist.
Oh, I don't want to speak to that man. Zaggy, you seem to get on with him better. You can have that conversation. He doesn't like me for some reason. I don't quite understand why.
Was you trying to
We couldn't
befriend
think
him?
of this when we were there at the Red Hood's base instead of when we come here to the pub.
No.
Should we go and have a look? Should we just go and investigate it?
Well, we're here now.
Yeah, let's just go for a walk down the river. What could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? You're very close to the river, obviously, because you cut bodies in it.
That'll definitely help the drinking supply of the town.
Yeah, that flows out. So, if you wander up the river from where you are and take a look, you can see from where you are, from where you're not like right next to it, but you are close enough that you can go to where the river runs in and runs out towards the sea. So running from your kind of right to left, you can see that the river colour is this like deep, it's almost like brown, where there's a mix of red that flows through it and this deep dark green that flows through. Definitely not the like bluey green that was there before, where it was more clear. It wasn't the clearest water, but it was definitely clear as it came out of the forest and ran in, and you can see where the big ducks would like suck the water in, where a lot of that's been shut off now, and this like red, green, brown sludge that is just mixing through, almost like an oil slick through as it runs, is running out and then out into the sea. So you know that the water will just continue to flow into the sea. Obviously, the sea is a large body of water, so maybe won't be as effective when it's there. But as this fresh water is passing by you, and as you walk and follow the river up towards where the beer port is and where the edge of the city is, that the concentration of it, the deep coloration gets darker and darker as you get there. It seems to be obviously not polluting the whole. It's running into the river a bit, so some water is still getting through, some cleaner water. But as you get closer and closer, the concentration of this mixture is thicker and thicker. Can you all roll me a d6, please?
Or
6.
4.
4.
I'm missing one.
3.
Nice. 1 6. So as yep.
Can I put clothes pegs on everyone's noses?
It doesn't smell that bad. It does smell a bit bad as you get close. But no, as you're walking through, you don't see. You can see where the pump's been shut off. You stop a few people as they like going through and trying to like turn turn taps and get water out of the wells. You can see that it's like but you don't notice anything untoward as you get close, other than that this is clearly being. Whatever is seeping in in a larger quantity and is running from this single source. So whatever has been shut off around you, it seems to be that the Red Hoods have done everything in time and nothing has got into or is being consumed at the moment by people in there. So as you pass by, you don't see any signs that like a stench or consumption has caused problems as you make your way up towards the end of the city. As you get close, yep.
As we're going past those people that go to try and use the well, I'll cast Create Water to give them water.
Nice. So you can essentially fill up the fountains and fill up the troughs. It's like old London style. There'll just be these big taps that they run out, which they just turn, which have all just been turned. So they're all trying to get water out of them and nothing's there. So you can, create water and fill up whatever vessels they have to make sure that there's clean water around.
Yeah.
Get a barrel or something. But yes, nothing untoward happens, which is good. As you get closer towards the edge of the sea, you can start to smell. The smell actually, it smells less bad than it did the first time, but that's probably because a lot of whatever was being cultivated and grown within this mound of dead mass is now being released into the water. So instead of it being like one concentrated stench that's blowing down over the city, that it's starting to be released. So actually the smell is a little bit less because it's all the crap's gone in the water. But yeah, you get close to the edge of the city where you have the big wall that runs. You have the river, obviously where there's a gap, the big wall, and then you need to find a way of getting up and getting over or going round via the water if you want to get closer to this thing. It probably, from Faywin's work with looking through John's eyes, it probably, I think we said it was about 40 or 50 foot, the pile from the wall itself. So there is the river that runs out, there's the wall, about 40, 50 foot is where the river runs out and curls round to the right-hand side, and that's where the body is. The pile is.
How big is the pile itself?
About 20, not 20 foot across. Total diameter, about 20 foot across. Not 20, I was thinking your spell things.
Can I just prestidigitation it?
To make the smell go away?
I can clean soil.
No. You could try. You could do a bit, but you'd be there. I mean, you could try, but you'd be there for a long time. I don't think you can clean soil. You can clean soil, it's going to immediately get dirty. How are you going to stop you can clean the soil underneath, but then if it's just going to keep seeping out, how does that work? You'll be endlessly every 6 seconds trying to clean. It's like something dripping on the floor, and you cleaning when it hits the floor. You're cleaning the floor, but you're not stopping the drip.
So that might just be an unresolved loop. In there.
Would we say that it's freestanding?
For what reason? Not really. It's a pile of bodies laying on the floor. You don't really know anything. All you know is what Fabian saw, which looks like a mound of bodies laying there with some fungus growing around it.
Okay, no, that's fine.
And it did seem like there was some movement, right? As well.
Yeah, there was
she
something
saw
that
some
moved,
movement,
but he
yeah.
didn't see what it was.
It's
Could
probably
have been a
one of
rat or
those
something.
big worm things in the bottom of the trash and Star Wars.
I thought a big worm, actually. Gonna fight a giant worm. So, how are you getting around? What are you doing? So at the moment, you can't see shit. You can just smell shit.
Not
No
sure.
way around.
Looks the bomb.
How tall is the wall? Sorry.
It's like the palace wall is about 10 foot-ish. You have to hoik each other over. It's not impossible to go over, but it's supposed to be a wall that's not easy to climb.
How, I'm 6 foot something.
Mm-hmm.
How big do I become when I enlarge myself with a berry?
I can't remember. Read the enlarged spell. Oh no, I made myself big again.
You
I
just
don't
go
have
one size up in the scale, didn't you? You go from large to huge or medium to large.
Oh, so you get to large. So yeah, you would be as tall as it. Well, you'd be taller.
Can we just break it down?
You can knock a piece out. Yeah, it's just a wooden palisade, so yeah, it is.
So if I were to enlarge, would I then be able to like give people a boost to have a look over it whilst being big?
Yeah. You could boost people if you just want to look over. Yeah, you could enlarge and then lift people to look over. The issue would be if you throw people over, you then have to also get over to throw them back.
Yeah.
Simple fence mechanics.
But
you could just knock it down. As I say, it is a wooden fence, so if you want to just take chunks out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't go big then.
I'll just take my axe to the fence.
Nice. So you take your axe to the fence. It's a fence, right? So yeah, it will take you a bit of time. They are thick old logs, thick old borderlands, like trees that have made up these things. But it won't take you too long with a hand axe to cut through enough of a gap. You cut just one or two of the bottom bits out so you can squeeze through. I'm assuming you're not trying to make a fucking huge doorway. Because log. So you're gonna have to like pick like halfway up and just chop into it so you can unroot part of it and then unroot probably 2 minimum to be able to squeeze through.
I'll say 4.
4, okay. You'll be here for a while.
That's fine. I can help just blast myself as well.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
So laser cut.
Force damage is not laser cutting. Eldritch blast. It's blowing. It's like grenading. It's different. Nice. So yeah, you spend some time there. Obviously, you make a lot of noise. A few people come out and have a look what's going on. As you kind of come off. A lot of people aren't walking around here though because it does smell a little bit still bad. But yeah, with time, you chop away, creating enough of a gap that you can. 4 across would be just over 5 foot. So you can all, with a little duck, get through easy. Zaga more than easily enough fits through this gap. So
can
you
I
go through.
like be doing frostbite on the wood as well to try and maybe make it easier to break through?
Yeah, it's just a time thing. It's a time thing and a noise thing. It's wood. You'll get through it in the end. If you want to take 4 down, you can do what you want to help. The main thing is you obviously you're chopping down this fence, so it's not, you're not stealthy. I wouldn't recommend you then go, can we now stealth up? It's like you've just been chopping down 4 logs for like 10 minutes. So.
Can we sit here making those noise chopping but use parcel backtrace?
Yeah, can we now just disappear outside?
Listen, I didn't say it this time, alright? I'm smart. I'm learning.
It's fine.
It wasn't exactly what
the only point. It was the only point I was making is you can't then go.
Silence.
Could have silenced, but you didn't. So you made loads of noise. So yeah, you cut out this space. So you cut out a nice 5 foot gap to push through, and you can make your way through to the other side. The other side, as you step out there, the area inside is it's like slightly muddy this side, but it's cobbled at least. There is some stone. There's some. It's not like paved stone inside Redvant. It's more like shingle and rocks that are thrown out that have created this like driveway-esque like pathway that's there. When you go through the other side, very boggy. And as you walk, as you get like 10 foot away from the fence, it becomes boggy enough that it's difficult terrain. So anyone that has anything that affects that, just bear that in mind. So it would mean that you're walking double. It's like swampy water. This is where the river runs round. It has.
I have proficiency with swamps, so we can't get stuck. Swamps and forest are my nature thing.
Nice. What does that actually say? Because it won't be getting. Does it say you don't suffer from difficult terrain?
Yeah.
Within what range?
God, feet. Your favourite terrain type, your proficiency bonus is doubled while travelling for an hour or more in your chosen terrain. Difficult terrain does not slow your group. You remain alert to danger even when you're engaged in another activity. You can move stealthily at normal pace, although we've just hacked down a fence, so that doesn't count. And if we're tracking through the swamp, we can learn exact numbers and sizes.
I still think this works. We'll double check anyway. I still think it will, because it's not. This isn't difficult terrain for slowing you for traveling long distance. This is just within a thing, and that doesn't make sense for people just to be able to, because they know you, be able to walk through mud better. It literally makes no fucking sense. I think that I will double check and read, but it would make more sense for traveling on. We'll have a look and just double check it's not. But
Yeah, because there's difference between travel and movement, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like there's the travel's the long.
It's the long distance stuff. That's saying like if you're going to move when we're talking about traveling through the forest, it's saying you can't get lost in the forest, you can't move. So therefore, I can't say a 8-hour trip takes you 16 hours because you got lost or you got stuck, which is where difficult terrain will like double the travel time. Where we're talking about is walking through like an actual bog.
I suppose if you're travelling through a bog for a while, you'd be able to pick out the places to step and stuff. Whereas if we're not going to be here for an hour, it's
basically like we're in combat with difficult terrain.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, so I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. But we'll look just in case. But yeah, that's what it is. So once you get 10 foot from the fence, you're just in thick, like soggy mud because the river is running straight past. You can see this area doesn't get used for anything. The grass is very sparse here. It's 1 foot at a time as you pull forward. But I will say before you move any further, once you get through, you can see the mountain from where you are. This ground from here on out has been cleared of, and another reason it's so so soggy and swampy is that all the trees that would have been here have been completely rooted. The first part of the border forest that was like chopped down for use by Redvant would have been this area here, closest to the sea. So it's just been completely deforested to a certain area, which means the ground is just open to being sodden and run. So it is an open green pasture. You have the wall behind you, you step through, you start to feel it's going to be nasty and boggy, and you look forward and you can see this just dark mound of a mass of stuff, and from this distance, there's like almost like a weird shimmer to it, not like it's shaking, but almost like there's it's almost you can perceive movement from this far out. There's something weird going on, whether it's like stank lines or something. There's definitely something happening within this mound as you are 50 foot away from it, say. So, stepping forward will be difficult terrain, but you can see from 50 foot at a glance roughly what's going on. So, up to you what you want to check for from here. Any questions?
What is it?
You can try and roll if you want to try and work out stuff. You are quite far away, so DCs will be higher. But what you're looking for... Movement? From this distance, like I say, you can see like you can't see movement. You can't see obvious movement of any like. There's not like a person walking across the top like, hey, what's up, guys?
No, it doesn't matter. It's the whole sort of from a distance, would it look like it's sort of waving at the top? That kind of obvious movement.
It looks.
Oh, one with half like moving sort of like liquidy, if you know what I mean, sort of like a jelly.
Oh, okay. Give me a nature check rather than just a straight perception. Or give me a perception, whichever one you prefer, but nature will give you a bit more information on.
I can do a nature if I'm +7.
Yeah.
I can do it because my nature's 0.
You can roll with advantage.
Oh, piss.
Roll with
off.
advantage. The otter can help. Okay. Unless that piss off was for 20, but I'm assuming it was for a 1.
No, I got a 1. Yeah, okay, 23.
23, nice. As you're like pointing out, looking and trying to find what it is, what it would kind of remind you, Otar, of when you look at what you think is this. I can't even think what the film is. When you look at what would be like a stable like beachside, and all of a sudden you realise it's not stable at all, and the insurmountable movement you see is just like lots of crabs moving around on top of it, where so it looks stable, but actually there's just lots of movement underneath, and you weren't with, or like a swarm of ants or bees, something like that. It almost has that feel to it, the way you're looking at it. With your nature check, as you're trying to find and pick out what Otter is pointing at, you don't see any like animals moving. You had seen the rats before. But the rats are no longer around here as this thing is moving. What you can see is lots of different tendrils. You can almost, where you can see where plants grow and move, you can see that there are just vines and tendrils that are wrapped around that are just moving almost constantly, like lots of little snakes that are just moving in and out and around and like poking through and out. So you can see there's like a leg or an arm or like a piece of a body that's been like contorted in ways that you can't make out full body, and you can just see this movement where whatever is on there is just weaving around and moving. It's almost like this thing is being like massaged or shaken, and maybe that is that movement of that like almost like a snake squeezing out the juice of whatever is here is what is forcing the juice to go out into the river. That there is some kind of plant creature that is on top and is manipulating this mound in a way that seems to be sucking out juice, but it looks to be plant-based, not animal-based.
I can speak to it.
It wouldn't, obviously, Otto wouldn't be aware of this, but the whole Corin fight in the forest when they had the vines and that, would the others would it look similar to that to the others?
Ooh. Similar. It's I would say they're smaller than the shambling mound vines, but it has the same sort of feel to it. That this is a plant creature that is operating as is doing something. It would feel similar, but not the same.
If we can get closer, I can ask what it's doing. But I fear that getting closer may be dangerous.
Hey there, friend. What's up?
I just want to
knock yourself out if you want to go talk to that thing.
I want to go speak with plants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do it right now.
Oh.
But that's what if we do get closer, that's what I would like to do.
What's your choice? Do you want to find anything else out more before we pause, or do you want to come back and do it all next time?
Can I look around to see if there's any? Because obviously we're focused. We're hyper focused.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do like a check for like the surrounding area? Just like listen out for any noises or any shadows moving or anything, just in case it's a trap situation.
Yeah, give me give me an investigation.
My investigation is not good.
Oh, sorry, I don't like doing just
it is a -1, so that is 11.
That's not bad. As you look around, you know that the people weren't near here anyway. I would say the one thing you definitely would notice, less 11 is great, so you're not like obviously spotting traps. But last time you were here, you remember the rats. There were rats everywhere and they were moving. Rats would normally be attracted to decay. Yeah, and you've lived and travelled around as well, so you know that there's not necessarily a bad thing, but wherever there is decay and wherever there's rot, there are always rats. It's just how it always works. There is like no life here. No, like you can see, and if Faywin's pointing out is showing that there's a plant life going on here. Around, there are no rats scuttling. There are no like birds above in the sky. There is like an undead vibe around this pile that is clearly forced away, and with it now moving is that you would almost notice the lack of other animals that would be here. A pile the size of this with the decay that is, you would expect to see crows, some larger birds that are trying to like opportunistic. You would expect to see some rats around, but you see nothing. It is just almost like a dome of clearance around this thing, and then what Faywin has seen.
Okay, I pass this on to the rest of the group. Obviously, that. But I think that's all I want to do.
Why not?
He just trying to think.
Yeah, he can go ahead and report back. But what are we asking him to look for when he's up there?
Things we can kill.
We may need to be a little more specific with John. He's notoriously not very good at looking at things. No offense, John, because I pet his head. You mean like individual creatures rather than a giant mass of milking plants?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I can send him.
Mm-hmm. So
Send him real close to see if anything attacks him.
How close you send John?
Okay, I'm gonna send John.
Cool.
Nary in a coal mine.
Fully. How close do you send John to the pile?
He's got flyby, so would that mean that if he gets close, it can't hit him on an attack?
No. He's not immune to attacks. He's immune to opportunity attacks.
Could he, if they go to attack, could he use his dex to try and dodge it? or not?
No, he'll use his AC, and if he gets hit, he gets attacked.
I'm pushing my luck.
I know
I
you
get
are.
it.
I'm adding advantage to my roll just because of the luck pushing.
Okay, I'm sorry. He's also got a
You could
bonus
dismiss
action,
him.
which I
Yeah, you
haven't
could.
seen him before, and it's spot, which makes a wisdom perception check. I haven't seen that before. What's his name?
So he can fly. You can. That's what I'm saying. It's just how close you want to get. He can still fly further away. And look, if you're saying get close, I just need to know how close is close.
Can he fly? Would he have enough movement? He's only got 60, that's the thing, and it was like 50 foot away, right?
Yeah, but we're not in initiative.
Okay.
Yet.
I would love. This is the thing. This is what I'm checking. I was gonna say, can he fly over it and loop?
If he's gonna, if you're flying, like, it's how far away you're flying. It's the only question. How
over the mound?
How far? I need feet distance from.
Okay.
How far do you want to be? The further you are, the less you see. The closer you are, the more you see. But it depends what you want to.
yeah.
What do you want to do? Are you flying him in there, canary in a like? I'm gonna put a stick on a bear trap and see what happens. Oh, it was fine. It was deep. Or are you saying I just want to scout and see what's going on
I want to scout and see what's going on, but like
from
She wants
close?
both.
Yeah, I know. You can't have both.
10,
He just doesn't want him to
maybe
be attacked.
10 foot
10 foot.
above,
Yep.
and let's say 80 foot in. Will that take him to sort of like a quarter of the way through the mound? Halfway through the mound?
If he flies, I just need to know. He can fly as far as he wants. I just need to know how far away. So if you're saying you want him to get within 10 foot of the mound to get a good view of what's going on.
Height wise, yeah.
Yeah, wicked. And what's he looking for?
If there's any like decipherable, is that one?
Yeah, depends what you ask for.
If he feel that there's like individual creatures, or if it's like kind of made up of individual things, or if it's just one mass beast or plant.
Yep.
And also if the things that the plant is milking or juicing,
Yep.
like, are they still alive or are they just corpses?
Yep.
Like kind of are like the elves type thing, or definitely dead?
Okay, sweet. So, John, give me a investigation. It'd be better doing an investigation than it would be a perception. It would probably be the same, but.
Okay. God, I need to bring him up. 16.
16.
I'm just checking his wisdom.
Yep.
16 plus 18.
18, nice. So John shoots in across and gets towards the mound, comes down low enough to see, so he starts up high, kind of swoops in below. From the top, John can see that in the centerpiece, at like the top of the mound, like a spaghetti ball, is like this ball of vines and tendrils and these like large flowers. I think they're like red flowers. That you can't really see from your angle as you guys are standing, but from the top you can see, looking down, that it is almost like spaghetti and meatballs. Like the mound is the meatballs and the vines and the spaghetti on top, and there's these flowers as it drives past. Can he give me a Constitution saving throw as well?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, because it stinks.
It was a 19.
19, nice. As he flies in this close, there is a stench that hits John's beaky nostrils as as he fights off what might have been coming towards him through stench. As he can see bodies, and what John will see with an 18 is that the vines are both moving around corpses and squeezing corpses, you can see, but also there seems to be like bodies being dragged up into that mound, up to where that ball of vines are towards the top, and you can see that their bodies are slowly being like dragged inside of it and disappearing. What's John's AC?
What is he? He's a hawk today.
Oh my god.
17.
Yeah, you're very lucky. I rolled 2 very shit dice. As he flies by, a tentacle flaps out towards him. I only rolled like a 12. And as John dodges it and moves by him, you would see this tentacle fly up towards him and come back down as John shoots off.
Could I just quickly roll one more time for him in case there's anything else for
Yeah.
sight, because he actually has advantage and I didn't realise.
Yep.
Just in case there's anything. Never mind. I rolled less.
Okay. But no. He sees that.
So they tried to zap him with their tentacle.
Yeah, you can see. He sees that this is bodies, that it's being moved with these tendrils, but then also these tendrils are pulling these bodies. Like there's 1 or 2 that you see that are being pulled into this central mound, and they're just like a very, very slow conveyor belt, just being. But where a plant would normally be its movement, you would not see until like when a flower moves with the sun, you only see it when you like look at hour 1, hour 3, you realise it's moved. This, you are seeing it move very slowly. So John's was watching as like part of this body was being sucked up into this thing as the tentacle whips out towards it.
I'm guessing from where we are, we'd see the tentacle go towards John.
Yeah, you would have seen it flap up and John dodge off to the side and then scoot back round.
Okay. I'll call him back and he can tell me what he saw.
Yeah.
If this thing's milking corpses, surely it's just gonna run out of corpses at some point.
I mean, makes sense.
Unless it's just going to get bigger and bigger and get more and more corpses.
From where? Unless somebody dumps it here.
You gotta assume the elves have been delivering the corpses.
Wow. They're not normal elves.
Didn't they say that? You know, when we challenged them, are they going to the Death Run? Are they going here? Or up the coast?
I mean, they didn't say where they were going, but it would make sense that this is where they take them.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Could I, from what John said about the plant, could I do it like it? Oh, it wouldn't really be nature. Could I do a nature check anyway, just to see if I recognise the flowers as something I've read about?
Yes. Yes.
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
So
fuck.
27.
I was gonna say, you didn't actually see them, he saw them, and he's a bird. I don't really know how he's going to describe him to you, but I didn't say that before you rolled that 20. So, you would have heard of some, again, a bit along the lines of when you were reading up about the death bloom and like what a standard death bloom might be. That there was a type that was called a corpse flower, which is something that had been seen before that is grown out of usually out of like the ends of conflicts or wars where bodies have been left, or sometimes like graveyards or fresh graveyards where plants are defended, where they've been disrupted again, where stuff's been disrupted, where like graves have been dug and ground's been, and the plant has then taken it upon itself to defend itself. That there is a type of this death bloom called a corpse flower, which you know has horrible, like deathly stink. It is a plant, has a disgusting smell, and has the ability to use kind of like a spore to it both eats and reanimates bodies.
So as in the bodies that it's eating, it can come alive.
It's been people like undead sightings have been seen with corpse flowers before as part of what you've seen before. But again, they are like, it's a version of a singular death bloom kind of plant that has been in this area. But yeah, it's been known to feed off of and be able to reanimate. So nat 20.
Yeah. That's quite a scary nat 20 though. I don't really like the answer.
Oh, okay. Forget it all. It's just a simple flower.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Okay, I tell the group what I think it could be.
Mm-hmm.
Theorize it. And then actually no, I'm gonna hold in case that's just tired me making that choice.
What was tired you
You
thinking?
just had a long rest.
tired. I'm still exhausted. I've got 1 point of exhaustion still.
Do play.
I was going to Sending Stone the wizards and ask them for information on corpse flowers, because I had to tell them about what was happening in the forest, and say that I think I've spotted a corpse flower in the border forest.
I would say that you have rolled on that 20, and you have probably got all the information you're going to get on the corpse flower.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I don't know what else you want, and I'm not going to give you like it's HP.
No. I was more hoping that they'd like text me a spell or something.
Okay, yes,
But I am
definitely tired
exhausted.
you talking.
Yeah.
I am exhausted.
Text me a spell specific. Oh yeah, we've got this. Oh wait, it's called One Button Kill Corpse Flower. That's amazing. How did that even come out of nowhere? No. And that 20 on that roll is going to give you all the information that you definitely would not have had before. Yeah.
I mean, that's just blight, isn't it?
That's what?
Just blight. 1 button death kill for plants.
You think it is?
This is a deathly scary one.
Let's hope it's weak to radiant damage.
Let's hope. Sweet. So you know what it is. It's lashed out. If you've got no more investigation to do, we can pause there and come back to you all stood in the mud staring at a pile of corpses. Unless anyone's got any questions. You want any check? And that's a pretty good check, let's be honest. You're on a 20 out to tell you what the fucking thing was, so. I'm kind of happy.
Yeah.
Nice?
Yeah.
It's 20 past.
My favourite thing to do is wait.
Wait, yeah.
By a pile of corpses.
Wait, watching corpses. Pause, and come back next week. Nice, that's good. We'll start there, up to level, what level are you on now? 9?
Yeah.
Level 9. Let's hope this fight's not difficult. Let's test out some new powers. But yes, we'll be back next week then to see, well, what Corpse Flower can do. And whether the wizards are going to text you a spell. Probably not. G to the G's. Also, Dissonant Whispers, my worst spell. I hate it so much. Just thought I'd reiterate that. Ta-ta, farewell.
Farewell.
Nipples.